Household pests are a health threat. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association and the CDC.
You're listening to Fox Sports 1310, WGHAM Newport News, and WVSP-FM HD2 Yorktown. This is Fox Sports 1310.
We are Fox Sports!
This Fox Sports 1310 update is brought to you by
KindFest 2025. Join Fox Sports 1310 AM for KindFest 2025 at Mount Trashmore in Virginia Beach on Saturday, April the 12th from 12 noon to 4 p.m. KindFest is a free, pet, and family-friendly community event to help bring Hampton Roads together for a full day of positivity to support local nonprofit organizations and fun. There will be food trucks, bounce houses, games, live music from Snack Bar Jones, and a special performance from national recording artist Ryan Larkins, presented by Chesapeake Regional Healthcare Center. For more information, head on over to mykindfest.com. Again, that's mykindfest.com. Good morning. It is 6 a.m. and this is your Fox Sports Update. West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey lashed out at the men's NCAA Tournament Selection Committee after the Mountaineers were among the teams snubbed, and he asked his attorney general to investigate and work closely with the NCAA to ensure that the process is transparent and fair. The Denver Nuggets won at Golden State last night, winning 114-105. Aaron Gordon scored 38 points with 6 rebounds. Obi Toppin called game for the Pacers last night, hitting a 3 with 3 seconds remaining to lead the Pacers to a 132-130 win. Toppin finished with 34 points and 10 boards. Coming up in about 10 minutes, the Chicago Cubs will be playing the LA Dodgers in Tokyo, Japan to kick off the MLB season. Shota Imanaga will start for the Cubs, and he will be facing Yoshinobu Yamamoto of the Dodgers. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310 AM, 4.9 FM, and always streaming live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV and live at the Fox Sports 1310 app with myself, Suave, and Johnny D. Let's get straight to it.
broadcasting live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310.
How much money would you have paid to have Suave do the opening lineups?
I knew that was coming.
For Major League Baseball between the Dodgers and the Cubs. Honestly, wow. After 24 hours of the talking heads literally raking them over the coals, are you now pulling for the North Carolina Tar Heels to win tonight? I want to get into that conversation here in a little bit. But Suave, this morning, J-Lo tiptoes in like he always does, feeling good about himself. He's got his Phillies World Series hoodie on, and he's talking Major League Baseball. To where the question comes up, do you really consider today opening day of Major League Baseball? Like, do you have a little bit of an issue with this? I have a little bit of an issue with the fact that I'm gearing up for the NCAA tournament. Like, this is March. Mm-hmm. This is what we talk about in March, right? College basketball. College basketball takes a back seat the rest of the year. Really? Outside of March, going into early April, where they play the Final Four, and the national championship game, April 7th? Mm-hmm. Outside of that, we're talking football. Then we get into a little Major League Baseball. I got to be honest, I'm a little bit offended that today people are really considering this opening day of Major League Baseball. Are you?
Not really.
Not really?
No, not really. Honestly, if it weren't for looking it up, I didn't even know it was opening day today. Honestly, I'm too more focused on college basketball and want to see March Madness and all that, so... Hey, good for you, baseball. Happy opening day.
Happy opening day.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, there you go.
What does that mean, J-Lo? Can we fact check?
Hello, right?
Does it mean hello?
I'm pretty sure it means
Konnichiwa.
hello.
Can we fact check that? I want to make sure I'm not violating any SEC laws this morning. On March the 18th, I put it up on the poll this morning on the X at Drive Johnny D. Today is March the 18th. The Dodgers are taking on the Chicago Cubs at the Tokyo Dome. Do you really consider today opening day Major League Baseball. I want to get people's thoughts on that because I don't. I mean, look, I get it. It counts towards the standings. Totally understand it. But you also got 160 other games that count. Mm-hmm. I do not consider March 18th opening day of Major League Baseball. I just don't. And I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. If I wasn't getting up for this, I am certainly not getting up to watch Shohei Ohtani and the loaded Dodgers roster take it out of the Chicago Cubs. Pure pettiness being a Yankee fan? Absolutely. 100%. If the Yankees were playing, and I know somebody in our listening audience will ask this question, but Johnny, if the New York Yankees were playing in the Tokyo Dome series, would you be up? Absolutely, I'd be up. No doubt about it. But that's my pettiness coming through as a baseball fan. So we'll talk a little baseball today on the program. We're going to talk a little college basketball. I will continue to roll out some of my sleeper picks as we get ready for the NCAA tournament coming up tonight. Also throw it up on the poll this morning on the Exit Drive, Johnny D. After 24 hours of hate, which has been pure hate everywhere you have looked, is a part of you actually rooting for North Carolina to win tonight? I made a comment on social media. I really hope they win. Seriously, I really hope Carolina pulls it off tonight. What are the odds on this game tonight? Do we know? What's the betting odds on the game this evening? Because I am really hoping that North Carolina pulls it off tonight. Because everywhere you looked yesterday, apparently West Virginia is the greatest college basketball program of all time. Yeah. They are so good that their governor, and we'll get into this story coming up a little bit later on, has decided to come out of the woodwork and now try to sue the NCAA. Okay.
Good for them.
Dude probably hasn't been to a college basketball game all year. And then I read that breaking news coming out of Iowa that what's his name again? Darian DeVries? Is that his name? Yeah. Carolina, John Rothstein, who's part of CBS, and we will try to get John on the program. He is a friend of the program. Called it, quote, "This is one of the biggest miscarriages of justice that I have seen in nearly 20 years of covering college basketball on the national level," unquote. Okay, so all day long, I'm watching all the talking heads. I'm seeing all the articles. People have an opinion everywhere you look, man. North Carolina, they should not be in it. North Carolina is not deserving of this. How does this happen? And then, of course, conspiracy theorist, yours truly, loves the next statement that comes out. You know where I'm going with this one, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that Bubba Cunningham, as part of his compensation package, will get over $104,000 for UNC making the NCAA tournament? And at first, I go, this can't be real. This can't be real.
Oh, it's real.
But apparently it is real.
It's very real.
Apparently it is real. According to 24/7 Sports, Bubba Cunningham receives an additional 1 month of his salary. Good for him, by the way. That's a nice payday. I should have become an athletic director of a Power 4 conference. I really missed the boat on this one. $104,166.67 is 1 month. His contract is worth $1.25 million a year for North Carolina making the tournament. Thoughts, Suave, when you first saw that story?
Nothing really. I mean, honestly, like right now, I'm just sitting here like everyone's making a fuss about all this stuff, and I'm just like, well, it makes it for great content, great TV, great news right now. So, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all right with it. I'm good with it.
All right, look, let me just sidetrack here a little bit. Are you all right this morning, man? You're coming in. You look like you're dragging a little bit this morning. What's going on? I noticed no big gulp back there behind the glass.
Oh, man. Where's the big gulp?
I don't see the big gulp. I don't see the necessary levels of sugar that are needed to do. He does have the honey bun. Oh, God. Is that a store-bought honey bun?
It's a vending machine, honey boy.
Oh, what are we doing?
The icing's gonna be melted.
Let me see the honey bun this morning.
There you go.
Oh, what is wrong, son? Did you get that out of the vending machine down the hall?
Yes.
What are we doing?
It
How?
gets down the hall every day.
Honestly, take a look at it. Be honest. Let's do the over/under on the expiration date.
Oh, dear
I
Lord.
guarantee
Oh, dear
you.
Lord. No,
I guarantee you the
no.
honey bun is expired. No doubt about
I
it.
got one more month.
One more.
That's Sonny's point. Honey buns don't go expired.
It's-
They take like months.
April 29th.
Year. I feel like it takes like a year.
2025.
2025.
Yes. So got one more
Suave,
month.
we got to talk. Bro.
I got.
We got to get you a proper breakfast this morning. Do you want a proper breakfast this morning?
I could have got a proper breakfast this morning. I just didn't feel like it. Just wanted to come into the studio.
How about
and
this?
everything.
You guys order Bagel Baker. It's on me this morning.
Really?
Well, order a little Bagel Baker this morning.
Man.
Get whatever you want. Let's get Suave. Look, the new one, the Baker Deli, right down the road there, Lumens Plaza.
Yeah.
They got full breakfast as well. So if you want to get a little French toast to go, go for it.
Man.
I'm not feeling energy out of Suave this morning.
And we need that.
Suave is the straw that stirs this drink, man.
He's the
Suave
glue.
is the guy that gets everybody online energized. And, of course, following us on the X at Drive Johnny D. You can also follow us on YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, please. We appreciate it. Got a comment? Put it into the comment box this morning. But it concerns me when Suave is dragging a little bit in the morning. I thought he was just bitter about the fact that Major League Baseball was starting today.
No,
That's what I thought it was.
I ain't got no problem with Major League Baseball starting today because you know what that means? A couple weeks later, it's Norfolk Tides baseball.
It's Norfolk Tides. You love the
exciting.
Tides.
Honestly, yeah, because
Tides are great.
I won't really like a baseball fan like that. I mean, I had a Braves, I look at it, but going to these Tides games, I ain't gonna lie, it's been fun. The excitement, the fire.
We're already playing baseball in Tokyo this morning. Do
Yeah.
we have a score update?
It's
I know.
pitch
Zero.
was just thrown.
First pitch, just
Yes,
thrown.
first pitch,
Yes.
just-
I got
You
you.
got
I know.
Shohei Ohtani leading off. This will be a Japanese on Japanese matchup for
This
the first
is going to
time
be
ever
a
in
Japanese
God,
on
that didn't sound
Japanese
right at all.
matchup.
That's not
Tokyo.
right.
There's a lot of facts about this. It's
Look,
awesome.
I can sit here and listen to J-Lo do 3 hours of play-by-play of
You don't wanna hear
Japanese
that.
on Japanese
You
action.
don't want to hear that.
That's what we're talking about this morning
hear that.
on a Tuesday edition. That's how far this show has
Yes.
come. Is that on a Tuesday in March, instead of talking about North Carolina and getting people's thoughts on Carolina in action tonight, we're talking about Japanese on Japanese action, baby.
And
Yeah.
At
Shohei
6:10 in the
Ohtani
morning.
Grounds
Yes.
out to second base.
And he grounds out to second base.
All right,
Oh, he's
continue.
washed.
Oh my God.
He's washed.
Already.
Petty
He is
Yankees
washed.
fan.
Petty, man.
He is
Petty,
washed.
petty.
Hey, also a reminder, the Tell 'em Kel Talking text line is open all morning long, 757-497-1310. That's 757-497-1310. I also want to put on the poll this morning. I want to start breaking down and getting people's selections, who they like in the NCAA tournament. I want to start with the 12-5. So do me a favor. Which 12 seed do you think is going to knock off a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament? And then you could rattle off the nominees this morning as I look at the bracket. One thing that is an issue with the bracket is, man, the type is so small.
I know, yeah.
I mean, I got
Font.
glasses on, and it is still hard to see. But your 12-5 options are UC San Diego, which a lot of people are talking about, the sexy pick over Michigan.
Yeah, they've got some solid records when it comes to quad too, I think, which is why people
Look,
like them.
look, Division III team a couple of years ago, they turn people over, and Michigan does turn over the basketball. Okay, that is one thing I'll say. The other thing I'll say is Michigan is really big.
Uh-huh.
I mean, really big. So we will see a contrast of styles there. But that's one. Let's see. So put it in there. Do you want to pick UC San Diego and then put Michigan in parentheses over Michigan? On the other side of the bracket in the West,
Yeah, what?
Colorado State.
Colorado
Memphis.
State
Memphis.
against Memphis. Memphis just won the American. And Colorado State, I believe, has won 10 out of 11. And they are playing some pretty good basketball. In the East,
You got Oregon
Liberty
and
and
Liberty.
Oregon.
Liberty against Oregon.
That's what I'm going
I
with.
don't know much about Oregon this year, honestly. I know Dana Altman usually does a pretty good job in the NCAA tournament getting his team ready. But full transparency, I really have not watched a lot of Oregon basketball.
Yeah, some of those teams out west, they play so late.
And hell, look, they're in the Big Ten this year.
It's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
there were some games out of prime
That is
time. I just
crazy.
did not pay attention.
God.
And then the other 12-5 matchup is going to be Clemson in the Midwest.
Yeah, not taking
Take it on McNeese State, which, when you're talking about cool little stories coming out of the NCAA tournament, did you see the story on the manager for McNeese State? I don't know if you guys saw the story or not, but he is the first manager to nail down an NIL deal. This dude, I'm looking up the name, but he's the guy, if you ever watch McNeese State, the manager, he's the one carrying the beatbox. As they're entering the court.
The one that,
Right.
I know exactly.
But I want to look it up because let me see if I could find it. They actually gave the NIL deals that this dude had brought in. Here we go. McNeese State's, I checked this one because I'm very intrigued. Insomnia cookies. What are insomnia cookies?
I've heard of that.
Are these what I think they are? Because if these are chocolate chip cookies that help you sleep, I'm all in.
Exactly.
I'm all in. We might have to fact check this one.
I think it's just a normal type of cookie.
You think it's a normal type of cookie?
I think. I could be wrong. I got to fact check because I really don't know.
Insomnia cookies.
Yeah, insomnia cookies. We got to look that up. Insomnia cookies. Because if it is a chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin type of cookie that I could eat prior to going to bed, that will help me sleep like a baby, I'm all in.
It's in Norfolk.
It is in Norfolk.
It looks like it's just a cookie store, basically.
It can't be just a cookie
Nah.
store. There's got to be a catch to it.
I'm just trying to find the mission statement.
Look
Put
at
you
you.
to sleep.
Yeah, look
I don't
at you.
think
The
there's
mission
anything to it.
statement of insomnia cookies. It's got to be something laced with it. There's got to be something infused or something laced that helps you sleep. The name has got to go with something. I am guessing it's infused with a little bit of marijuana that will help me sleep a little bit, or some type of ingredient that will help me sleep a little bit better.
Tell you what, the cookies look good. That's for sure.
I'm sure they do, man.
M&M's, peanut butter,
Yeah.
chocolate
But I hope
chip.
the kids don't eat it. You talking about,
I got you.
some
I got
marijuana.
a text this morning that said insomnia cookies are when you can't sleep. They're open late. Is that on the mission statement?
They are open late.
They're big on college campuses, open until 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good.
At college, yep. It's a group of college friends up late in the dorm. They can go down and get insomnia cookies. And it all started with this guy who wanted cookies late, apparently.
So that's what it is.
That's
all it
brilliant.
is.
So it's just a cookie store that's open late.
That's brilliant.
I got to be honest. How come I cannot come up with these ideas? I mean, there is nothing fancy about this whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever. I got a bunch of drunk college kids coming out of the bars at 2 a.m. Oh, by the way, I'm going to open up a cookie shop and have it open until 4
That is
a.m.
phenomenal.
And these dudes are just going to run ransack right through the store.
Like you said,
Just
we saw
eating
some-
everything.
Some got the munchies.
Absolutely. They got the
Cookie
munchies.
store open again? Let's go there.
Yeah, Amir Khan. So congratulations to him. He locked out. So put it up on the poll this morning. What 12 seed do you think will knock off a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament? Put it up on the X this morning at Drive Johnny D. Also, a reminder, you can follow us on our YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. I'm just not feeling energy this morning, Suave. I don't know what it is, man. Is it the Major League Baseball? Can we get another update with the Major League Baseball? What has Shohei Ohtani done now?
Shohei Ohtani is in the field currently.
He is in the field. What position is he playing?
I think he's actually he might be DHing today. I gotta check that. I don't think he's in the field.
You don't think he's in the field?
I think he's DHing.
So that was poor reporting on your part.
Yes.
So look, he doesn't play the
But-
field.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
but-
He pitches.
Yeah, but Yamamoto is currently on the mound, looking pretty good.
Looking
3-2
pretty good.
count, pitch away. We got to walk.
I did for you, Suave. I reposted on our X account the Pokemon themed intro to the Tokyo series that played on the big board? Are you a Pokemon guy?
Heck no.
For some reason, I thought you were a Pokemon guy.
No, sir. Now, only thing I did with Pokemon is I bought the cards to make money. Because when I was going to middle school, I used to be in the court side, and it seemed to be a bunch of people.
Do I even bring up the fact, did we just go down again? Like, has this been addressed at all? Give me the latest of what's going on with the stream of the board.
We talked yesterday with the guy.
Yeah.
And he said he was going to look at it again today.
Okay.
And if that didn't work, then he was going to advise that we try a different browser, which I'm going to try once we go to the break.
So what you're saying is we bring up an issue with our YouTube stream yesterday morning at, let's say, 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
Yep.
The response is we'll take a look at it, not on a Monday, but on a Tuesday. So we're just going to let Monday go?
No, so they did look at it yesterday.
Oh, they did look at it yesterday.
But they said if what we do doesn't work for tomorrow's show, then try a different
it ain't working.
I know.
How about that? There's an answer for you. How many times does it need to crash in the middle of a show before the answer is, no, it ain't working at all? This is becoming a major issue. We apologize again on the YouTube stream at Cova Sports TV. Hopefully you're still following us this morning. You could also follow us on the X at Drive Johnny D. All right, Suave, what do we got coming up next there, my friend?
Can I get some music, J-Lo?
Oh, wow. He needs a little bit of a beat this morning.
I'll do a little.
Thank you very much. So coming up after the break, more it's college talk. There's a team that got their NIT invite rescinded, so it's considered unacceptable. We're gonna talk more about that. Also, NCAA said they're gonna let athletes negotiate. This is gonna be, I see this is gonna be terrible. NCAA is gonna let athletes negotiate NIL deals before enrollment. As much as college players getting paid, this does not sound like it's going to be good for college. But hey, they want to start letting people do that. And also, Dion is in the news as well. We're going to talk more about that. So coming up after the break, it's the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by ExpressPros.com. Traffic is completely stopped on 64 eastbound between Settlers Landing Road and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. Be aware of closures on 564 eastbound between Bellinger Boulevard and Terminal Boulevard. We're seeing construction coming off the ramp of Bainbridge Boulevard to South Military Highway. And taking a look at 664, we aren't seeing any major delays crossing MMBT.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
Cova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit covapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 Bacon Cheeseburger Meal Deal. Bacon cheeseburger for a limited time, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. Yeah, this is not the time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. And there's bacon on that burger. The $7 Bacon Cheeseburger Meal Deal. Now, for a limited time on the $7 Meal Deal lineup. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Problem, and it requires money. If it ain't that, then it's a car accident. And everybody's hurt real bad. Everybody wants top dollar. Everybody. We gotta do something about this. His name is Top Dog. And everybody's calling him. But any type of accident, everybody's calling him Top Dog Law.
When you're taking that next step, you should have the right team in your corner. Your financial needs are as unique as you. And the Dollar Bank loan sale is the perfect time to chat with our loan experts so we can help streamline your budget with more affordable monthly payments. All loans, all terms, all on sale. Now through March 30th. Stop by one of our 13 Hampton Roads locations to get started or visit dollar.bank/loan sale. Dollar Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Feeling lucky? Get ready to strike gold with great deals on a new vehicle at Southern Jeep in Norfolk and Chesapeake. Low APR financing available, plus lifetime benefits like oil changes. Save some green during the Jeep Celebration event at Southern Jeep. DrivingSouthern.com. 425-524-75 for details.
This is The Herd.
Wow, 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 wow.
With Colin Cowherd.
San Francisco's had a great 6-year run. So San Francisco yesterday and over the last couple of days has done what's very hard to do. They walked away from really, really good players and acknowledged we worked really hard. We got to a bunch of Super Bowls and NFC championships.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays from noon to 3 on Fox Sports 1310. Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, it's the Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310 AM and 100.9 FM.
Suave, this is what we're talking about, bro. This is what you need every morning. Right here to get you going, right? Crank it up a little bit, please.
Crank it up?
Yeah. Nobody wants to listen to me. I'd rather listen to this. J-Lo, this music, this is you, bro. White man overbite dancing. Right, Swab? White man overbite dancing going on right now.
You gotta get to walk with it, though.
Nobody said to turn it down, man. Keep it going. Keep it going, man. You gotta keep it going.
Let me show you the video, J-Lo. Let me see what I'm talking about. Gotta get the BGs. Yeah, walk with it. You got
Yes, sir. So we're talking about on a Tuesday. Great to be with you. The Morning Drive. Yours truly, Johnny D. Suave, J-Lo, Fox Sports 1310 AM, the Fox Sports 1310 app. You can follow us on the X, by the way, at Drive Johnny D. We got a couple of poll questions up and rolling. Love for you to vote. Also, check us out on YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, please. Put a comment into the comment box. We will read it on the air. Good morning to Lynn. Lynn Taylor is up early. Johnny, oh my God. Aaron Rodgers just went to the Vikings just now. We'll fact check that.
I tried looking on X. I couldn't find anything from Schefter.
I have not seen
Trust me, it would have been everywhere.
An Adam Schefter report that says Aaron Rodgers is heading to the Minnesota Vikings, but we'll check it out this morning. Mm-hmm. I can almost predict that Aaron Rodgers will make an announcement 7 minutes before tip-off on Thursday for the NCAA tournament, right? That's sort of his MO.
He would.
Yeah.
That's his MO. I'm going to just blow up the social media universe by putting it out there where I'm going. Probably going to do it on the Pat McAfee show or somebody else. And, oh, by the way, I know the NCAA tournament is tipping off at, 12:07 or 12:17 on a Thursday. But I don't care because it's all about me. So we'll fact check that, Lynn. And he says also, welcome to Jack in the Box. Is he referring to the burger joint?
I guess so.
I'm pretty sure.
The one out west?
Yeah. Jack in the Boxes are good. I lived in Vegas. There was a Jack in the Box out there.
That In-N-Out?
What's that?
Have you done the In-N-Out?
Yep. Did a little bit of In-N-Out, and I'm all about the In-N-Out. That's how I live my life, J-Lo.
Animal style fries?
In and out, baby. You should live your life the same way, bro. Just get in and get out.
Stop it.
What's the
We're not
problem?
doing this Tuesday morning.
What is the problem?
It's 6:29.
I don't understand. What's the issue?
What's in your drink?
Huh?
What's in your drink? What is it? You already started.
Diet Pepsi.
That's all?
That's what it is. I had the C4 this morning, which I do not believe is good for you. I had this conversation. I had this conversation with my wife the other day. We saw the commercial for Mountain Dew. Have you seen the commercial with Seal? The Mountain Dew.
It's disturbing.
It's just strange. It's just strange.
You look like,
you're promoting Lime Mountain Dew.
Yes.
But you got Seal as a real seal singing the song, whatever it might be. And my wife's like, I have never had a Mountain Dew. She doesn't like caffeine. It gives her migraines. And I said, honestly, Mountain Dew kind of went downhill once we had the emergence of a lot of these energy drinks. Correct?
Yeah,
right,
that
Suave?
makes sense.
Although Taco Bell still pushes the hell out of Mountain Dew.
And it works for them.
I guess it does.
It's unbelievable. The
I guess
Baja
it does.
Blast. for
Blast,
people.
yes, sir.
Yeah, see, I'm not a Baja Blast
I'm not
type of
either.
guy. But I can't remember the last time I had a Mountain Dew. That commercial is a little bit disturbing.
Yeah.
But these C4 drinks that I drink in the morning, I got to believe are not good for me at all. Not at all. To the point where I'm having one at lunchtime too.
Oh, God.
Well, that's because I'm dragging. Honestly, look, we do the show. I go home, I run a couple of errands. I get to about 11:30. I got to take the power nap. The power nap, I don't even have a lunch anymore. It's just the power nap is my lunch. And then I wake up and I try to go to the gym and do all that good stuff. But I found myself, Suave, having a little bit of a shot after the nap just to kind of get the motor going. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just to start it.
Just start her up.
Yeah.
Got to get her going. Got to do it. It's got to be done. Linda also chimes in this morning. Johnny, are you from Tennessee? Because, oh, God, Lynn, I'm not even. What are we doing, Lynn? I mean, Lynn, what are we doing here?
We started.
What are we doing, Lynn? I mean, are you hitting on me through the Cova stream? What are we doing, Lynn?
Put him in a porta potty.
Hey, look, I'm flattered. Anybody who hits on me, I'm flattered. Absolutely. Linda, I think you're great. Honestly, I think you're great. Spectacular. But we are going to fact check the Aaron Rodgers deal this morning. Suave, what else do we have in the news that you want to touch on this morning?
Suave.
You okay?
After that, right?
Are you okay, Suave?
Yes, you know,
Are you
hey.
Okay.
Do
you need a moment, Suave?
No, we good.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and start with this.
All right.
It has started, Johnny D.
What's that?
So do you know there was a recruit from Texas A&M by the name of Treshawn Rufflin? He went for Texas A&M. What team do you think he went to now?
He is going to the University of North Carolina.
Yes, sir. And
absolutely.
who's their head coach?
That would be the yoga instructor, Bill Belichick.
It started. It started, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so four-star defensive tackle Treshawn Ruffle, who was number 238 in the ESPN June 300, flipped his commitment from Texas A&M.
Hold on a second. Don't bury the lead here. What is he ranked?
238.
Why is this a headline?
Because it's the start of what people are going to start doing. Now that you have the head coach of Bill Belichick at North Carolina, watch North Carolina be a powerhouse on the strength of him by himself.
I get it, but shouldn't North Carolina and Bill Belichick be grabbing better than 238 out of 300?
You got to start.
A good number.
Exactly. You got to start talking about. You have to start somewhere.
Look,
it's a lot more than 300.
If this dude decided to go to UVA, yes. But no, when you're talking about North Carolina. So,
I disagree.
I believe. By the way, Mikey Vick chimes in. Yo, pause.
Yeah.
Just pretty much, yo, pause. Chill,
Yeah.
chill out, Lynn. Damn, look, Lynn's got an opinion. That's fine. Let's not poo-poo Lynn this morning. Kind of a big fan of Lynn.
I bet so.
All right, what else?
All right, man. So, like I said, we were talking about earlier. I just want to throw that out because Bill Belichick is on the move. But like I said before, NCAA says in headline they're gonna let athletes negotiate NIL deals before enrollment. So it said it has agreed to permanently drop its rule prohibiting athletes from negotiating the terms of name, image, or likeness until they are enrolled in school. The change is one of the terms of a legal settlement announced Monday between NCAA and a group of state attorneys who sued the associate last year, claiming that the restriction of the NIL negotiations violated federal antitrust law. when I saw this, Johnny D, I like I said before, I did a story about the guy from Kansas State, how he let that $2 million get to him. Now that you're allowing kids to negotiate these deals, how many schools is going to get college recruits? Because if you got J-Lo, your college, you offer me $500,000. Johnny D, your college owe me $1 million, but I want to go to your college, J-Lo, but I want you to match Johnny D. You can't match it. So now I'm going to go to Johnny D's college and leave you stuck. This is going to happen.
Suave, this is already happening. This is already happening. This goes on every single day.
Even before NIL.
This has gone on before NIL.
Oh, you mean
absolutely the recruiting side of it.
The legal way. How about that?
Blue Chips. You remember the movie Blue Chips?
Absolutely.
Right. Who was the white dude from Indiana that sat down and said, hey, look, this is what I'm looking for. I got other schools that are offering me X amount of cash and the tractor and everything else. Are you willing to match it? And, of course, Nick Nolte says no. And he says, okay, well, this is the going rate for my services. So this has been going on for years. It's never going to change.
But it's going to be worse now that it's legal. See, when it's under the table, you kind of can do what you want to do.
The best thing that coaches are doing right now is they're going out and they're hiring general managers for their program. And the general managers, this is what they do. They're handling all the NIL stuff. Coaches are going to be removed. They're totally going to be removed. And all these general managers are handling all the logistics and everything else. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's the new way of things. Every college in 10 years will have a general manager.
Yeah.
Every FBS college will have a general manager.
Hey, very quick on the YouTube stream this morning. I think this person might be my new best friend. Mikey Vick says, Mom, can we have Pat McAfee? Mom, we have Johnny D at home. Good work out of you. Give him a prize.
Absolutely.
We got a prize we could give this person?
We can give this guy Todd's tickets.
Give him Todd's tickets this morning. Go ahead.
Just give us a call.
There we go. Give a call.
Give us a call. We'll give you some
Put the number
tickets.
into the comment box, please. 757-497-1310. I'm going to give you Todd's tickets just for kissing my ass this early in the morning. Absolutely. If you were going to flatter me this early in the morning, you're going to get Todd's tickets.
Look at that.
For opening day.
Look at that.
Right? That's all it takes.
The chat is going for you, Johnny D.
That's all it takes.
Johnny D.
That's all it takes.
They don't want you to leave.
You're loved, man. You're loved.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Somebody call you a Tennessee. You're the 10-day seat.
Stop, Swap. We've moved on.
No, that's going into the footage right there.
Well,
That's going to the Kellen vault right
it's going to be archived forever.
Yep.
It's going to be archived forever.
Never deleted.
I am a man in demand, Suave.
There you go.
That's what I like to think. I am a man in demand. All right, what else we got going on, Suave?
So Deion's in the news, and he's in the news for he wants college football to have an NFL-like model for spring football. So let me explain. Deion said, who's the head coach of Colorado, wants the NCAA to consider borrowing from the NFL model and allow programs to practice and scrimmage against another team during the spring. Quote, I would actually like to play the spring game against another team in the spring. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So, Johnny, you got thoughts? You think college should play teams in the spring? Like, what you thinking?
I think this is a tremendous idea, and I'm going to tell you why. Because right now, colleges are doing away with the spring game.
Yep.
Because of the transfer portal, they're having a spring game. It becomes televised. Kids are getting noticed. All of a sudden, other colleges are poaching the kid as they enter into the transfer portal. I love what Deion is saying. Look, let's treat it like it is. It is professional football that is played on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. So in the spring, we'll just treat it as a preseason. You come in, have a little bit of a group scrimmage. You know, they do this all the time in the NFL, right? You go into a camp, a controlled scrimmage, those type of things. Great idea.
Absolutely.
Great idea by Deion once again. Treat it like it is. It's professional football played on a Saturday. That's what it is. Just mirror the model that you have in the NFL right now.
And when that help these college players coming out, they can have like a type of like introduction into the NFL game.
Sure.
Will that help them?
Yeah. I mean, you're just preparing them for the most part, those that want to try to play in the NFL. There's a small percentage that are actually going to be able to play, but that's fine. Your job as a college coach at a Power 4 is to prepare them for the next level if that's where they choose to be. So I think Deion Sanders, again, is on to something.
And let's be honest, if this was at Colorado and Deion Sanders running at this event, I think they would have so much hype around it. I get it's a preseason game. I think players would be going all out. I think we would have a great game to watch.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know about that.
Remember the spring game when Dion first got to Colorado? It was sold out, packed at Colorado.
Sure.
I think they'd make that into an event.
Sure. Would you make it televised?
Yeah.
Here's how you know if it'll be an event or not. You ready? Will there be a gambling line?
That's a great question.
No, there'll be no line on the game. So it's nice, but it's not a huge event.
I mean, some of the best things they have in the spring on NFL. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I hate to say it. Sorry, D'Angelo Hall, but you probably the number one footage in summer when you talk trash against DeAndre Hopkins and he broke your ankles.
That was bad.
That was great.
I'll never forget that. That's like the only time that I ever paid attention to a training camp when I was a kid or whenever it was. And I just see D'Angelo Hall going at it with DeAndre Hopkins. It was something else. Man, DeAndre Hopkins is old. That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. And he broke his ankles for that too.
And now who's he with, Johnny?
Who's that? D'Angelo Hall?
No. DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins? Yeah, we know who he is. They're excited.
Yes,
They're
are.
getting
That's
going to get them over the hump. That's going to get them over the hump.
Actually, another third receiver.
That wide out 3 is going to get them over the hump. His 2 catches per game for 8 yards is going to get the Baltimore Ravens over the hump. Why got to get me started, Jayla? Why are you doing that? Why are we poking the bear?
That's the point of this radio program.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't over yet, Johnny
It
D.
is to poke the bear.
It ain't over yet.
Oh, God.
It's not over.
Okay.
But before we go to the break, y'all, let's talk about this story, which is kind of funny when I looked at it. South Alabama, their season is over. And the reason is because the team's NIT invitation was rescinded in a matter Coach Richie Riley called unacceptable. He told Al.com. He was informed late Sunday evening that his team had been invited to the NIT because UC Riverside declined his invitation due to a previous commitment to play in college basketball invitational, a tournament with no NCAA affiliation. However, shortly after Riley informed his team that it would play in the NIT, UC Riverside got out of his commitment to the CBI and accepted NIT bid.
There's a whole backstory to this that you got to understand is there was a school that accepted a different bid. They rescinded that bid. They took the NIT bid. That way, South Alabama could not have that bid. I think the one thing that is very coincidental about this entire thing is this. Bubba Cunningham in North Carolina, we talked about all the grief that he has gotten over the last 24 hours. Do you know who his right-hand man was for the NCAA selection committee?
Who?
That would be the Sun Belt commissioner, the conference commissioner, Keith Gill.
Oh.
Remember the guy that was in all the videos because Bubba Cunningham could not talk on North Carolina?
Yes.
That's him. That's the dude, right? So it says, however, shortly after Riley informed his team that we'd be playing, UC Riverside was able to get out of its commitment to the CBI and accepted their NIT bid. Quote, I tell Sun Belt Conference Commissioner Keith Gill and Senior VP of Basketball Dan Gavitt, I'm going to tell you guys, they're like, go ahead. So I told the team, Riley told the AL.com, Gill and Gavitt call back, whatever time it was, 10:45, 11 o'clock. Dan's like, no, UC Riverside is back in. I hate that we had to do this.
That's messed up.
End quote.
That is messed up.
I mean, come on. And somebody made a comment on the X. I no longer have any faith in Keith Gill to advocate for Sun Belt Conference. That's what a lot of Sun Belt fans are talking about today.
I do not blame him.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, that's a little look. I got to be honest. That's a little bit heartbreaking for some of these kids. They can still play the postseason, probably play the CBI or anything else. But for those who do not make the NCAA tournament, the NIT is a big deal. And then they got this Fox Sports deal out of Vegas that's brand new. Have you seen this one? They got 16 teams that are all playing in Vegas that Fox is sponsoring. Now there's just too many. Like, I can't keep up with this at all. But just coincidental that Bubba Cunningham and Keith Gill are both in the news for the wrong thing.
I love what Barstool said. They got a conspiracy theory about Bubba Cunningham.
Absolutely.
To receive
I
a
would too.
Six-figure bonus because they made the tournament.
I would too. How can you not? Seriously, bro. How can you not? When you are getting an extra $100K.
Yes.
If your school makes it into the NCAA tournament, wink, wink, right? Backroom deals. We talked about this early morning on a Sunday. Hey, bud, come here. Quick talk. Get you a coffee. Let's talk about Carolina's resume. I don't think they're good enough. I think they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are. I think, it's in the best interest. It's like The Godfather, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna ask for a favor down the road.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Bubba Cunningham is the Godfather of the NCAA selection committee.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
All right, I'll go to the break.
Yes,
Coming
sir.
up on the other side, what is trending in social media? I noticed, too, that the number one story on social media right now, you did not put on the rundown. So I'm going to step on your toes coming up.
Ooh, what is that?
I've got the number one story that everybody is talking about on social media. And no, it is not Aaron Rodgers.
No,
we will
know that.
get to that coming up on the other side. A reminder, those soccer fans, it's time. You better rally behind the Virginia Beach United, a USL League 2 and W League team that plays right here in Virginia Beach. Experience the passion, the excitement of pro-level soccer. Season pass includes women and men tickets, $100 for adults, $80 for youth, 15-game package on sale right now. Visit vbunited.com for season tickets. That is vbunited.com for season tickets. Straight ahead, the story that everybody is talking about, and I saw firsthand last night. I'll explain. It is a Tuesday edition of the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Indeed.com. Beware that traffic is completely stopped on 64 eastbound between 664 and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. We're seeing some congestion heading west on 64 between 564 and Tidewater Drive. You may run into some buildup due to closures on the ramp from Bay Bridge Boulevard to South Military Highway, and be aware of a high wind advisory on 13 when crossing the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, as well as on 17 crossing the Coleman Bridge. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports 1310.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
I'm Dr. Mark Cardelia,
orthopedic surgeon and surgical director of the CHKD Sports Medicine Program. We see a lot of knee injuries in student athletes these days, and many of these are ACL tears. Parents often ask how to know when a knee injury may be serious. The most obvious symptom is severe pain or swelling in the knee joint. Your child may have heard a pop when the injury occurred. Look for signs they can't put weight on the knee around 48 hours after the injury, or if the knee feels unstable or wobbly. Those are all signs you should see a CHKD sports medicine specialist. Our sports medicine physicians, surgeons, athletic trainers, and physical therapists understand the needs of growing athletes and tailor treatment to fit each child's age and level of activity. Our goal is to accurately diagnose the problem in a timely fashion and provide the treatment that will ensure a safe return to activity. Kids want to play, and we want to help them get back in the game. To learn more, visit chkd.org. Sports medicine at CHKD. We're more than a hospital.
In sports.
Johnny D, I'm curious.
Yes.
To what exactly is this story you're talking
Yeah, let
about?
me get to this story. So last night, obviously, I'm trying to find something to watch. There's no college basketball until tonight with North Carolina. So obviously, being a Knicks fan, I'm excited to see that ESPN's got the Knicks Heat. That's coming up. Although I got suckered in and I went to bed entirely too late last night watching The Departed. Remember that movie?
Of course.
Oh, God. It was on last night. Just sucked right in to watch The Departed till like 10:30 last night. It was terrible. But I was watching the Knicks game, and I flipped over, and there was a stoppage of play. Right?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure it out. Stoppage of play for about 10 or 15 minutes. That apparently Tracy Morgan had a courtside health scare. And I did not know it was Tracy Morgan at first, but they said somebody had vomited on a spectator row over there, right next to the broadcast table, by the way, right next to Clyde Frazier, who's like two people down in his suit and everything else. But apparently Tracy Morgan just vomited all over the court, like projectile, not a little bit, but projectile vomited all over the court. And it said during the Knicks Heat game at Madison Square Garden, comedian Tracy Morgan experienced a health scare when he vomited courtside, leading to a 10-minute delay in play. It was more than 10 minutes. Morgan, a well-known Knicks supporter, was subsequently wheeled out in a wheelchair, prompting an outpouring of support from fans and celebrities. While the incident sparked some inappropriate online humor, many defended Morgan, emphasizing his loyalty to the Knicks and criticizing the lack of empathy by others. Because the problem is not only did he vomit, but apparently he started bleeding from his nose. So they had to wheel him out. So I'm hoping Tracy Morgan is okay because, you know, he's had health issues over the years.
Yeah.
However, when it first happened, man, and he's identified who it was, social media just erupted. And I mean, there are, I'm going to repost it on the X, by the way, at Drive Johnny D. There are images of him literally midstream vomiting on the floor. And the best part about it is 2 seats down to the left are 2 women who want no part of what's going on right now.
I've seen it.
I'm looking at it right
They
now.
just want no part of what's going on right now. But a little bit of a scary scene. A little bit of a scary scene going on last night. And here's the thing. I tuned in to watch the Knicks. This is what I had to deal with for 15 minutes. Forget about this.
Who won the game?
Oh, by the way, Knicks killed him.
Okay, just checking.
Knicks went on a nice run in the third quarter. I think the Heat now have lost. The Knicks won in 116-95. Jason Hart had a nice game last night, although the dude still can't shoot. I don't understand. I really don't understand how an NBA guy who's 6'4", who's been in the league for so long, can't shoot a three-pointer. It's amazing to me. But
wasn't he a shooter before?
No, he's been one of those. He'll do the gritty stuff, man. He's a slasher. He's a driver. He can rebound. He can push pace. He can find the open man. He's just not a very good spot up, feet underneath you 3-point shooter.
Okay.
But the Heat look bad.
I mean,
they look defeated.
Are you surprised?
Well, I am a little bit surprised. And then, of course, Jimmy Butler last night.
Yeah.
No Jokic, no Murray, no Braun, no problem.
Nope.
As the Nuggets take out Steve Kerr and the Warriors last night at Jimmy Buckets.
And who had the most points out of the Nuggets? Mr. Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon had 38 last night.
Yes, sir.
Crazy. So, yeah, that's what I got from last night. So if you go on social media, man, you just see like horses vomiting all over the internet. It's just everywhere. It's kind of gross, but it's like a car crash, man. I can't look away. I just can't. I can't look away. Prayers up for him. I hope he's okay.
Yeah,
but I continue to look at all these different angles of Tracy Morgan vomiting last night courtside of the Knicks game. It's crazy.
And then, the X have no filter.
No filter at all. Hey, very quick before you get to yours, can we get an update, please? An update on opening day there, J-Lo.
Yeah, the Chicago Cubs are actually up 1-0.
How did they get up?
LA
Do we know?
Dodgers that drove in a run to the right center field.
Who was that?
I don't know who it was.
You
I
don't
missed
know?
it.
Okay, we'll fact check that.
Mhm.
We'll get you a little bit more info.
And
But
by-
the Cubs lead at 1-0.
Yes.
Okay.
We're running low on time here, so we want to update the poll questions and move. The
You,
rest
you
of the
guys do whatever you want to do. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Suave, you want to update the poll questions?
Okay, let's update the code in beast mode just to basically join the broadcast. So we ask right now, the Dodgers and the Cubs playing in Tokyo right now, as we just spoke about. So do you consider today's game a season debut? 100% says no, they don't.
No, they don't, man. It is
I know
March
it is.
18th.
Exactly.
It is the opening night of the NCAA Tournament. North Carolina's in action. Nobody wants them. Weren't invited to the party. Nobody thinks they should be there, yet we're talking about Major League Baseball at 6 a.m.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Welcome to the world
But
of
it's
sports.
Shohei Ohtani. Is it still America's pastime?
No.
That's another question.
No.
Have we lost that as well?
Yes, we did.
Is basketball next?
Yep.
I think so.
I think basketball might already be lost. I think it's NBA.
I think so. When SGA wins the MVP, it'll be
he's a Canadian.
Yeah, we're losing it to Canada now.
He's a Canadian.
Yeah, we're done.
I thought it was an
We're done.
American.
All we got is football there, Suave.
I know.
That's all we got.
That's all we got.
That's all we got
At
is
least
football.
there ain't no threat to football. I'll tell you that.
You may be surprised. All right, so
I'd
we'll
be surprised. Huh?
You may be surprised. No. I'm talking about as in a foreigner being a face of the NFL. You may be surprised.
Come on, keep it
All
going.
right, so we talked about college basketball now bracket. So who 12 seed would knock off a 5 seed? So we had a choice of UC San Diego, Colorado State, Memphis, and Oregon. And leading at 66.7% goes to Memphis.
Memphis.
Yep.
So Memphis losing to who? Colorado State?
Colorado State.
Okay. So they like Colorado State to knock off Memphis.
Yep.
All right. So we'll keep the poll open on that. Might put a little money down on that.
So you're going to go against Penny Hardaway, huh?
Yep. Sure am. He ain't playing. He's coaching. Got to remember that. He ain't playing. He's coaching. Big difference.
It is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
You said we are running out of time. Can we just go to the story?
Go for it.
Because I love Johnny D. And this made me think of him right now. Guess what's trending on X and Sports, y'all? The former receiver of the Buffalo Bills. Yes, we're talking about Stephon Diggs. See, this is a little thing that happens with sports and athletes. When they leave a team, 9 times out of 10, they either unfollow that team, put every picture they have, they take it off, so they have nothing to do with their team. Recently, Stephon Diggs has put all his pictures when he was with the Buffalo Bills back on his Instagram. Boom! There's a good for our viewing audience right there. This is Stephon Diggs putting back up pictures with the Buffalo Bills, which sparked the debate. Because you know Stephon Diggs is a free agent. Is it time for him to return to the Buffalo Bills? Johnny D, is it time for your favorite receiver to come back for Josh Allen?
No. N-O. No. No.
No?
No.
You sure?
No.
He's healthy, though.
I don't care if Stephon Diggs says, I'll play for free. We do not want him in Buffalo. Period. End of story. All right. Been there, done that. Didn't get the T-shirt. You did nothing for me. You left. You criticized the quarterback. You criticized the organization. We don't want you back. Get out. How about this, Stephon Diggs? Go sign with Baltimore. They can use a wide out number 4. Perfect.
This is amazing. Good. I had to bring it. I said, "Oh, Johnny D, this guy, he got to do this one."
No.
And another one, and we got to be petty about this. Do you know a player's out for the year in the NBA? That player is Paul George. Now, why this story is significant, remember a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, he said that he was going to lay off the podcast and focus on his body, focus on a playoff push. Looks like that focus is denied because he's out for the season with an injury. So, playoff P or Paul George, go ahead and go back to your podcast because you wanted to do it in the first place. So now you have all time to do your podcast because you're not playing in the NBA this year.
No, you're not.
There you go, Paul
You're
George.
out. Embiid is out. Cooper Flagg to the Philadelphia 76ers. How great would that be next year? Right? How great would that be next year?
It'd be something else. That's
It
for
would
sure.
be. All right, we got to go to the break.
Yep, that's why we do that before we go to break, yo. So
All right.
Go ahead, Johnny. Do you want to
No,
send
go
it
for
out? All right. Well, coming on this in the second hour, we got What's Your Take on the Tuesday, plus our own Cowboy fan, Hank. What's on the scroll? We'll see. It's the Morning Drive.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Lots of sunshine today with high temperatures near 60. Still windy this morning, but those winds will back down as we go through the afternoon. Mainly clear tonight with lows in the low 40s. For Wednesday, we'll see sunshine and we warm up to near 70 degrees. I'm tracking our next chance for rain on Thursday. For News 3, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Have a great day.
And here's what you need to know.
The Norfolk State men's basketball team won the number 16 seed in the first round of the 2025 NCAA Tournament, facing number 1 seed Florida on Friday. Norfolk State earned its 4th ever MEAC Tournament title on Saturday with a 66-65 victory over South Carolina State. Meantime, the Norfolk State women's basketball team has received a number 13 seed in the upcoming NCAA Tournament, facing number 4 seed Maryland on Saturday, March 22nd in the event's first round. The Spartans and the Terrapins will face off at the Xfinity Center in College Park, Maryland.
What
Selection marks
a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
Any type of accident, everybody's calling them Top Dog Law.
You're listening to Fox Sports 1310, WGHAM, W265EF Newport News, and WVSP-FM HD2 Yorktown. This is Fox Sports 1310. We are Fox Sports! This Fox Sports 1310 update is brought to you by...
We have a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Norfolk Tide's opening day is just around the corner. We're giving away tickets. Norfolk Tide's opening day at Harbor Park versus the Durham Bulls on Friday, March the 28th. It will be opening day. First pitch will be at 6:35, and we have one 4-pack of tickets. So you, the entire family, can go have a fun day at the ballpark. All you have to do is be the first to dial it up right now at 757-497-1310. Again, that is 757-497-1310. If you're the first to do it, you will win a 4-pack of free Norfolk Tides tickets. Good morning. It's 7 a.m. This is your Fox Sports Update. West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey lashed out at the men's NCAA Tournament Selection Committee after the Mountaineers were among the teams snubbed, and he asked the Attorney General to investigate and work closely with the NCAA to ensure the process is transparent and fair. The Denver Nuggets won last night at Golden State, winning 114-105. Aaron Gordon scored 38 points with 6 rebounds. Obi Toppin called game for the Pacers last night, hitting a 3 with 3 seconds remaining to lead the Pacers to a 132-130 win. Topping finished with about 34 points and 10 boards. Going on right now, the Chicago Cubs are playing the LA Dodgers in Tokyo, Japan, and the Chicago Cubs currently lead 1-0 in the top of the 4th. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV, Fox Sports 1310 AM, 4.9 FM, always stream live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV, live on the Fox Sports 1310 app with myself, Johnny D, and Suave. Let's get straight to it.
Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, the official home of the Hampton Road sports fan. It's the Morning Drive, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310, along with Suave and J-Lo. Here's your host, Johnny D.
Yes, sir. Good to be with you. Hour 2. Johnny D, Suave, J-Lo, the Morning Drive, Fox Sports 1310 AM, the Fox Sports 1310 app. A friendly reminder, the polls are open on the X at Drive Johnny D. Love to get your votes on those. Also, you can follow us on YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. Got a comment, put it into the comment box this morning. We'll read it on the air. A lot of comments already this morning. Hank has chimed in this morning. Linda's chimed in this morning. We got Mickey Vick has chimed in this morning. So keep them coming on the YouTube stream at Cova Sports TV. Coming up this hour, what's your take on a Tuesday? That's in about 20 minutes. Also, the entertainment page. Suave's got an interesting article talking about adult-only airlines.
Yes.
So we'll get into that debate coming up here in a little bit. Also, Suave, I got to ask you the question.
I have a feeling.
If I gave you $100 and we're going to go chalk $5 per game, would you fill out a women's bracket?
I knew it. That's what I'm telling J-Lo.
Would you fill out a women's college basketball bracket?
Yes, I would.
So you're going to go to ESPN Bet. Yeah. I want to put $5 down, money line, every game you pick.
Yes.
You would do it.
I do it.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Print it out. Not the type you print out. J-Lo, print out a bracket for him. Because the bracket you printed out yesterday was like 3 weeks old. So print out a bracket, and I want to go game by game. I want you to fill it out, and I want you to post it on our X account at Drive Johnny D. Suave filling out a women's basketball bracket, and we're going to see who you got. Are you going to go Juju Watkins? We're going to go Paige Beckers.
I'm going Juju.
Going to go South Carolina.
I'm going Juju.
You're going to go Juju?
I'm going Juju.
Okay. Not going to go UCLA?
Nah.
They got the girl who's 7'2" over there, whatever her name is.
Yeah. But Juju Watkins right now is that girl right now. She's her.
Yeah. She's her.
She's her.
Yeah. Oh. And look, put it up on the poll this morning on the Exit Drive Johnny D. Does anyone actually fill out an NCAA women's bracket? Yes or no? Why are you giving me this look? These are questions.
I've definitely filled one out before.
You have filled one out.
there was
start
one
to
year-
finish.
Yes, 1 year I filled it out. This
What's
is
wrong
2
with
years
you?
ago. 2 years ago, I got the whole Final Four and the champion correct. And you know why?
Why?
Because it's simple. Upsets don't happen. They happen very rarely in women's basketball. as it does in
Very
men's.
rarely
So
in women's basketball.
I got a lot of games right. I was
Well,
actually
I
very
mean,
impressed.
according to a lot of
easy.
the talking heads on the men's side this year, people are just going chalk.
It's good for
Which,
them.
look, at the end of the day, when you fill out the bracket, that's the most important when you get down to the Elite Eight and the Final
Yeah.
Four. You're going to have some upsets sprinkled in the first round.
You're
or the
never going to
second
be
round.
perfect.
You're never going to be perfect. No, you're never going to
Just
be perfect.
accept it.
But I put it up on the poll. I am curious. Also put up on the poll this morning. I don't think you put it up there, Suave. After 24 hours of hate, are you actually pulling for North Carolina to win tonight in the NCAA tournament? I am. After watching all these people and all the negativity that Carolina basketball received over the 24 hours, the ACC side of me is actually pulling for them to win multiple games in the NCAA tournament. I would love it. I would absolutely
great.
love it.
I would love it too.
I mean, these West Virginia fans have come out of the woodwork.
Out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
I never knew one West
Could
Virginia
not
fan
even
nowhere
name
on social media.
You can't name your head coach, and don't even worry about it because he's the next head coach of Iowa. So you ain't got to worry about it. And then the governor is coming out. We didn't get to that story yet. Wanting to sue the NCAA. Stop. Just go away.
It's the same story every
There-
single
there-
year.
There's
football
other
and basketball.
there's other problems to worry about in your state. Your West Virginia men's basketball not making the NCAA tournament is not one of them. All right, before we get to the scroll, can we get a scoreboard update of today? Apparently is opening day of Major League Baseball. It doesn't feel like it. I'm not feeling all tingly like I normally feel on opening day. There's no sunshine. I can tell you that much.
Zero sunshine.
Right, it's at the Tokyo Dome between the Cubs and the Dodgers. What is the latest there,
The
Jalen?
Cubbies are up 1-0 on the Dodgers. That run was driven in by Amaya when doubled to center field and drove in Dansby Swanson. So now the Dodgers are getting ready to come up to pitch. The Cubs will be hitting again.
Nice.
Nice.
Little Dansby Swanson sighting up there. So there you go. So right now the Dodgers are losing. Mark it down. Maybe they will not repeat this year with that payroll.
Dodgers stink.
We will
They're
see.
awful.
We will see. All right. What's your take on a Tuesday? That's coming up in about 20 minutes. Again, you got a comment, drop it into the comment box on YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. Our boy Lynn Taylor agrees with adult-only airlines. And also getting a lot of compliments from Lynn this morning, which I appreciate as always. And his last compliment was, hold on, let me scroll back up here. Is Johnny a bank loan because he is my interest? Wink, wink.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Good stuff. I mean, keep them coming.
Pause.
Keep them coming. My response was, don't leave J-Lo and Suave out of it.
No,
I think they could
Me and
use some
Suave are
compliments
I'm
this
good.
morning.
Me and
Yeah,
Suave
give-
are perfectly
Yeah,
fine
I'm good.
where we are.
It's Johnny D and Hank. Give them
Yeah.
compliments all day.
Johnny, I'm not that desperate yet, man.
Okay.
I'm only
All right.
18.
I got you. Speaking of Hank, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a disturbing scroll, I believe. So if you're all about trolling the scroll, feel free to do it
Should I
on the
try a new
YouTube
music
stream.
bed?
Nah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You're in
Let's try
charge.
it.
Okay.
Let's try a little,
Okay.
little Bruno Mars.
Well, I mean, can I make the introduction?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the scroll of a Cowboy fan, Hank.
Straight to Hank.
Yep. There you go.
So we've just gotten rid of the open altogether.
I figured
The
we'd try something new. It's a little
countdown and
feel-good,
everything
right?
else. All right, that's cool. Crank it up a little bit, though. I got to get that feel.
Oh, okay.
There he is. The old honky. The old honky doing the head bop. Head bop. White man overbite. What beanie do we have on this morning there, Hank?
Look out.
What do we got out of the clearance rack this morning? I can't.
Is that Dallas Cowboy?
No, I don't know. Is that
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I actually paid for this one. I got this one when I went to the Panthers game last year.
What is it?
What is it?
Cowboys. It's old school logo. Cowboys.
That's a horrendous logo. That is not a cow. That's a Cowboys logo.
That's like the first one from the '60s.
Wow.
Yeah,
you're
like,
old.
like one of their-
Yeah, you are old.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
I
Hank.
got it. I got it at the when I went to the Panthers game a couple years ago. That and I had one of those. I got a bucket hat because I've been wanting a bucket hat forever. And I bought them actually from the vendors outside the Panther Stadium. So yeah, this was actually an investment. And I mean, I don't wear too much Cowboys gear, but yeah, this is one that I got. So
Well, you would never know it's a Cowboys, so it doesn't matter.
it's okay.
I mean,
That's
you
fine.
would
And
never
that
know.
means I get in fewer arguments when I wear it. Then
That's shocking. You get in arguments about the Cowboys. I find that very hard to believe.
Everybody got something to say about the Cowboys, even like fans of moribund teams. They got comments about the Cowboys, so that's okay. That's what's great about being a Cowboys fan, is somebody's always got an opinion.
Yes, they do. So what is on your mind on a Tuesday, Hanker?
Well, as y'all know, I went to rehab yesterday, and I came up some a little bit unexpected. Was I had to contain myself from bodily functions at a certain point, man. I had a little bit of gas going on, and the only thing I could concentrate on was not cutting one loose, man. It was rough, bro. It was rough, bro.
Hey, we've all been there, Johnny. You can laugh all you want.
I'm not saying we have not been there, but I really did not think the scroll of a Cowboy fan would start with a flatulence on a Tuesday morning.
It didn't. That's the whole thing. I'm sitting there so stressed out about it, man, that I couldn't really concentrate on what she was trying to get me to do on a couple of occasions, because I don't want any compression, if you know what I mean. So it was kind of wild, but you know what? For the first time in a really, really, really long time, I actually had something that I had to have rehab for, and I don't know if "enjoy" is the right word, but I kind of get it now. I used to think it was more like a money grab, In other words, I'm kind of like, I think every doctor in the world. I went to the doctor 8 times before I had surgery. It's like, come on, man, just dig my knee out and take care of business. And I kind of thought rehab was kind of fraudulent, the same type of thing. But I kind of get it, especially for some people, like especially non-athletes. You guys have all played sports, and you know how to take care of your body and stuff like that. When you get an injury, once somebody shows you the exercises you're supposed to use, you kind of get it. You can do it on your own, but I'll continue to go. So pretty good deal in rehab. I kind of enjoyed myself a little bit. So
look at you being optimistic on a Tuesday. That's not like you. I know.
I was sitting up, man, and I kind of wanted to go off the wall a little bit and talk about things like, since we got all these West Virginia fans going on rants and stuff, I thought I'd bring up my top 3 rants in sports history, and I think 2 of them were really famous, but the third one, it might be my favorite, and not a lot of people talk about it. The one is the Jim Mora rant, where he talked about practice, or talked about the playoffs, right? The playoffs team was going to make the playoffs. Allen Iverson's practice rant, man, how can you not love that? First off, Allen Iverson is my all-time favorite basketball player, so when he went on that rant about, do y'all see me play? Do I not give my all? I was like, go ahead, Alan. Tell him, man.
Talking about this right here, Hank?
I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about
this entire
practice.
show. We haven't gotten to use that soundbite once.
That's my favorite rant of all time, man. He said, not a game. It's like you could tell he was bent, man. You could tell the dude was mad as crap about what was going on. But the one, man, that nobody ever talks about, and I think Johnny D will know, I'm not sure about you other 2 guys, but when Bobby Knight talked about game face and started on, and dude, I was crying. I was messing around on the internet last night and kind of stumbled across it again. And I swear I watched that jump for like 10 minutes, man, just watching him make all them faces. What is a game face? He was literally pissed that somebody asked him that question, man, and it just cracked me up. So,
Bobby Knight had a couple of them. Not a big Bobby Knight fan, but I could appreciate some of the rants that he went on. The one that's better than the game face was the one about kids sitting on the bench. And when he talks about, this is how it works. Ass meet bench. Ass transmits to brain. Brain transmits back to bench. Kid understands why he's sitting on the bench. Have you seen this one? You gotta pull it up. Yeah. Pull it up. Seriously, you'll find it. You go Google it right now. Bobby Knight ass meet bench. One of the greatest coaching rants of all time there, J-Lo. You can find it.
My favorite.
And I I thought that I think somebody he threw a chair obviously in that that exhibition game, and I think they actually had somebody at a game maybe a couple of weeks ago sitting in that chair, some kind of honorable person, and I was like, man, what are we doing here? So, what happened to Anthony Edwards? I thought he was the it guy. Has Shea Jill just basically taken his place? Are we no longer talking about Anthony Edwards as like a great
I think
basketball player?
I think Anthony Edwards is still great. He did make the comment that he wanted no part of being the face of the NBA, which I get it. And Minnesota, they've been playing well of late, but they really have not played to the expectations of what they did last year. So I think a lot of that has to do with that. SGA is just all around a superb basketball player. And oh, by the way, OKC may be the best team in the NBA. So it kind of goes hand in hand right now.
So basically it's a what's hot right now.
Yeah,
thing,
pretty much.
Right. I mean, isn't that what sports is? Recency bias?
Yes, correct. That's what I was looking for.
Sports is. Yeah, recency bias.
I mean, because I saw last night he went for 38, which is, it's a good game, but maybe he should have took fewer 3-pointers because he was 1 for 11 from 3-point range. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Hey, man,
what
shoot or
is
shoot.
it with the three? What is it, man? Take the ball to the hole. Well, whatever happened to attacking the basket in the NBA? And y'all know, man, that's one of my pet peeves with the game.
Again, it all depends, man. It depends on who you're playing. Do they got rim protection? How is it being called? Those type of things. I mean, it's easy to say just take it to the rack, but if a team is allowing you to shoot and crowding the paint, there you go.
You're 1 for 11. I'd let you shoot too. I don't.
Man, I try to tell kids all the time, and they look at me like I got two heads. Get to the free throw line. Like if you're trying to get out of a shooting slump, get to the free throw line. Right? Get a rhythm.
Thanks for making my point for me. Thanks for making my point for me, buddy. If you're 1 for 11, make it 1 for 6, right? And you get it. You'll get a couple of fouls called. At least a couple. You'll get to the line for being aggressive. So. Yeah, I just the basketball philosophy and the way it's played, I don't know, it just gets on my nerves, man. I mean, even ODU fell into those traps of going 4 for 24 from 3-point range. I'm like, you might have won the game if you'd have took the ball to the hole. So anyway,
boys, let's before we let you go, Hank, let's ask Hank the poll questions this morning. I'd love to get his thoughts on the poll this morning on the X at Drive Johnny D. Suave, if you don't mind, can you ask Hank or do you want me to ask Hank?
I know I can ask him. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and start with this one. Talk about baseball earlier, Hank. Cubs, Dodgers. Do you consider today a season debut for them for the Major League Baseball?
Nah. I mean, nobody. How many people are going to watch it? Cubs and Dodgers fans? That's it? Nah. Not opening day. Not yet.
All right.
Y'all want me to be brief on the answers, so I'm following direction.
I mean, hey, look, Johnny got no problem with that. Good.
Johnny's got his hands in the air.
All right, so what 12 seed would knock off a 5 seed in NCAA? You got UC San Diego, you got Colorado State, Liberty, and McNeese. Which one's going to knock off?
Seeing how it happens just about every year, from what I hear, McNeese State is a really good team, and VCU ex-coach Will Wade is there, and I think he might. I don't know, man. Look, I think he's a dark horse for the UVA job. So I'm gonna go with McNeese State. The Cowboys, y'all. The Cowboys.
Why am I not surprised? Okay, next one, and this is one that Johnny don't know about, but we're gonna put it up here anyway. Do you think it's time for Stephon Diggs to come back to the Buffalo Bills? Because on Instagram photos, he put all his Buffalo Bills photos back on his Instagram. You think he's going back to the Bills?
The way he treated Josh Allen, man, he's one of my least favorite athletes in any sport. I cannot stand that guy. I hope he comes to the Cowboys. I hope he comes to Dallas. I really do.
Wait a minute.
I hope he comes to the Cowboys.
So you can't stand
I will never
him?
understand if he's a Cowboys fan or if he hates the Cowboys.
Well, I love the Cowboys. I love 52 of the 53 players on my team. I want a train wreck. I want my boy Quentin on my team again this year. I want to sign Russell Wilson. Because, see, this is what's going on in Dallas. They never sign a decent backup. If y'all think Cooper Rush he's a C- at best quarterback. And the reason why I always thought his records were so good is because our team is so good around him. And he didn't change no plays. When he got the plays that McCarthy called in and ran them, and that's why his stats and stuff look so good. So, yeah, I'm a huge Cowboys fan. Huh?
The handoffs and the screens, huh?
Well, I mean, no, he actually he reads defenses. That's the difference. Look, I told you guys this before.
I thought we were keeping this brief.
That's my fault.
I thought we were keeping the brief. What are we doing here?
That's my fault.
He gave me a follow-up.
Yeah, you know what? You guys figure it out. You have blown off the break now. I'm not responsible. I'm out.
All right.
The follow-up is Dak has never thrown a touchdown to other receivers like CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, and Jalen Brooks. But Cooper Rush has. CD will get all three of the touchdowns when Dak plays. And I wanted on my way out, I no longer celebrate St. Patrick's Day because there's a new one. The patron saint of cats, St. Gertrude, is also celebrated on March the 17th. So from now on, no St. Patrick's Day is St. Gertrude's Day for me, the patron saint of cats. Hell to the W.
Yep. Hey, you gotta finish that one. All right, thank you very much, Hank. We'll do this again tomorrow, man.
Can't wait. Bart Scott, can't wait.
There you have it. The scroll of Hank. Swabby, you gonna take it to the break for us?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it to the break. So coming up next, it's diving into what's your take on a Tuesday. Is matching too much when it comes to clothes? We'll discuss. It's the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Apple Door Systems. Heading east on 64, you can expect heavy traffic between Mercury Boulevard and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. We're seeing bumper-to-bumper traffic heading south on 664 between Chestnut Avenue and Terminal Avenue, as well as two right lanes are blocked due to an accident on 664 southbound between Portsmouth Boulevard and Bowers Hill. And just be aware that we are in a high wind advisory when crossing the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports 1310.
Did you know that the minimum limits in
and
Virginia are $30,000? $30,000 is a lot of money on an individual basis, but if you're involved in a personal injury matter, that's not enough. Here at Williams Deloitte, we're happy to provide a consultation on the amount of coverage you have in your vehicle. It can be confusing. Not many people understand it. You know you need to have it, but do you have enough? Give us a call today at 757-547-5555 so we can help you prepare in the case of an automobile accident or any other personal injury matter that you or your family may find yourself in.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever. The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger, fries, drink, and a sundae. No time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us. And the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way.
The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Lawn Care Services in Tidewater. Their licensed technicians have over 100 years of combined experience. Dream Lawns prides themselves in their customer service and treats every lawn as if it was their own. When you call, you actually speak to someone in a local office and not just someone in a call center. It may seem early, but it's time to start getting your yard healthy for the spring weather. Get on Dream Lawns schedule today. Don't wait until it's too late. Now is the time. Tell them you heard it on Fox Sports 1310 to receive a special offer. Experience the Dream Lawns difference. Call today 631-9773 or visit dreamlawnsvb.com.
This is the Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon.
Do not be alarmed.
NFL free agency. I'll tell you who the biggest loser could be when it's all said and done. Someone who's not even in the league yet. But it could wind up being Shedeur Sanders, because he could wind up having that Aaron Rodgers-like fall into the early 20s because of how things have gone the first few days.
You're listening to Jason Smith with Mike Harmon.
Weeknights 10 to 2 a.m. on Fox Sports 1310.
This is Fox Sports 1310. Keep up with the trends. Follow us on X at Drive Johnny D or Instagram at Morning Drive Johnny D.
Oh, we've got an update. A little Major League Baseball update. We're tied up at 1. Tommy Edman.
You're a little behind there.
Tommy Edman, right? 1-1.
Dodgers are up 3-1 now.
3-1.
A couple more runs serving in. And so it begins.
I can't keep up.
And so it begins.
I can't keep up. Opening day, Major League Baseball. You jazzed up? You jazzed up at 7:30 on a Tuesday in March.
I'm honestly just more excited about the fact we have live sports to watch while we're on the air.
That is cool.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll bring up, and I know we didn't really touch on it yesterday, the Players Championship, the aggregate playoff that they had yesterday at 9 o'clock, which, by the way, was over by 9:45.
Yeah.
What a waste.
It was
absolute waste.
McElroy dominated.
Absolute waste. It was over at 9:45.
It was really over at like 9:15.
You're telling me that could not be played on Sunday?
I know. That's what people are saying. And I agree, honestly. That other guy, I don't even remember the other guy's name. He missed his putt to make it birdie. He made par instead, and then he's put it into the water on 17. He knew it was over.
Hell, for 3 days we've been talking about NFL overtime rules, right? And playoff rules. And the Players' Championship's got a ridiculous. We're going to come back the next day when he could have just played the iconic hole again and again and again.
I agree.
Right? Could pull out lights and everything else. Whatever. Not 45 minutes. It was done. By the time we got off the air at 9 o'clock when it started, and I stopped at the Bagel Baker on the way home, and I got my post game little poppy seed. I think I went a little onion, butter, not toasted, a little Dr. Brown's, and I got home. It was over. Literally at 9:38, it was over. Rory McIlroy was already walking up to win it all.
Yep.
Absolute disaster.
Good for him, though. Good win for him.
Why do you say that? Why do you say good for him?
He's making a little bit of a comeback run. He's having one of the best runs of his career right now.
He's going for the Grand Slam, is he not?
Yeah,
if
he wins at Augusta.
Yeah,
he has a
I
bad
don't.
history
Yeah,
at Augusta, though.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a golf nerd like you.
I'm not a nerd either.
No, you
I
are.
just happen to know some of the stuff.
You're a little bit of a closet nerd when it comes
I enjoy
to
golf.
With golf, NASCAR. We know that. Probably tennis. We have not dove into that yet. Probably pickleball. Have really not
I do a
gotten
little
into
European
that.
soccer.
Say European
Premier League. Yeah.
Right? So you got a little nerdiness with that, and probably wrestling.
A little bit. Not as big as Suave, but I keep up with it.
In fact, I have suggested on our YouTube stream at Cova Sports TV, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, put a comment into the comment box, please. And I made the suggestion that you and Suave should have a wrestling podcast. That's what I made the suggestion.
Get a copy of the Rooster?
All right.
Well,
why not?
It's funny how you say that, Johnny D, because I told J-Lo, Chris Russell actually told me that to be a guest on his wrestling podcast. And I told him straight up, and you listen to Chris, whenever you want me, whatever day, whatever time, I'm there. I can talk wrestling all day.
Wow.
So thank you very much for that.
You have hit it big.
Yeah, Suave made it onto Chris's podcast before Johnny D made it onto his show.
That's fine. I don't mind. Like you think I would be offended by that. I'm not. It's one less thing that I have to do during the day.
Yeah, I think that's
unless I'm going to ask Chris this morning. We got Chris coming up at the 8 o'clock hour today. It is Tuesday.
Yeah, we do actually.
Oh, we do? You forgot about him, didn't you?
We
Well, both of you forgot.
No, it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Yeah.
J-Lo totally forgot. And in fact, you forgot too. Who did the rundown today?
Suave did most.
Okay, so you both forgot.
But I did some of it.
No,
and I completely
9
forgot.
times out of
That's
10 when I
on
do
me.
the rundowns, I do like from 6 to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'm just like tap out. Y'all handle it.
That's me.
So that's J-Lo. So J-Lo handles 8 o'clock. Great. The things we learn on this show.
It changes by the day.
Okay. Well, the Tuesday segment hasn't changed in 6 months.
That's why
I honestly forgot it was Tuesday, if I'm being quite honest with you.
Right.
I was thinking, okay, who's on today?
So
Lee Sterling.
the final hour, we're going to talk some NFL free agency. I've got a brand new job for J-Lo. We'll get to that story coming up in the final hour of the program. Chris Russell, we'll talk NFL with Chris Russell coming up at 25 after 8:25.
That's right.
And then Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, as we start to give you our sneaky good picks for the NCAA tournament is coming up at 8:45 today.
Yep.
All right. Good work out of you, J-Lo.
It's good work.
Good work out of you. The YouTube stream, the comment box is on fire. Linton wants to know, what did they say about John Cena? What's going on with John Cena there, Suave?
So yesterday on Raw, he cut I think it's 15-minute promo. Basically, he's a heel now, he's a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he cut a promo yesterday, and it was a pretty good promo. I mean, he kind of like took all the 20 years of him being a good guy. He basically took everything a lot of people have been saying about him, and he basically threw it right back at the people's face. So it was definitely a good promo, and I actually like him being a heel. This heel is actually, to me, going to be one of his best works, because on Netflix, since you got free restriction to say whatever you want, not have to worry about no type of like cuss words or whatever, I think it's going to be a good one for him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Somebody on the social media machine at Drive Johnny D says John Cena should grow a mustache.
No.
That would add to his heelness.
I don't like it.
No.
Also, J-Lo, you could just ask me this on air. You don't need to text
I
me.
didn't want to interrupt Suave.
Well, okay. So what you're telling me is I cannot get my Dr. Brown's delivery is what you're saying.
Not on the app.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need one. No,
You
I'm
don't want
good.
to drink or anything?
No, I don't. I don't drink the iced coffee. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I was just making sure.
Suave, I'm telling you what, I've never seen a kid more engaged when we choose to get Bagel Baker delivered. This dude is jumping through hoops. Like the activity level skyrockets when we put that in front of them.
The Bagel Baker, if y'all listen, y'all have some great food. I
do.
give you that.
Absolutely.
Yes, y'all bagel, the tea that I'm getting, it is great food. So I understand his excitement.
He just gets giddy.
And then we're hungry.
The product. Well, you love free food too. The productivity. The productivity jumps through the roof, is what I'm saying. All right, look, let's get to it. What's your take on a Tuesday there, Swamp?
All right, so let's go ahead and start with this one. The question comes, is matching from head to toe too much? And I just want to ask y'all guys, because my wife tells me I do too much at times. Like, I get an outfit, and let's say in the outfit, the shirt maybe has some type of designs or whatever. I will literally sometimes find a pants or some shoes to match those designs. So from head to toe, it seems like every part of me is going to be matching. Is that being a little bit extra, Johnny D?
Yes, absolutely it is. Unless you got a business meeting going on. Look, I shouldn't say that. If you have an interest in making sure that you're matching head to toe, I totally understand that. You're taking it to a whole nother level, though. I mean, you're taking it to a whole nother level. I'm at the point, again, at 4:30 in the morning, is it clean? Do I have it on the right way? That's all I care about at that point. If you're worried about matching the pants design with the shirt design,
with the
shoes and the skull cap and everything else,
yes,
I think that's a little bit too much. I think you need to recheck your priorities, son, on what's going on.
J-Lo, what you got?
I don't really care, honestly. I don't. I'm not one of those, but some people are. Let them be them. That's my response to that.
Okay.
All right.
Let them be them.
So next one, this one, I know, Johnny, you all say I got issue with customer service, and because I used to work at BJ's and I was a frontline supervisor. This just
what is a frontline supervisor?
Frontline
He's on the
supervisor
front line.
is a person who controls the self-checkouts. They control the cashier. They're also the person that controls sometimes the membership if they need help. So they'll come to the frontline supervisor, and I'm the one that helps them what they need to. If the coupon not working, everything to do with customer service.
That sounds like a great gig.
I mean, at times it was. This is what PTSD kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
When you're going to pay for anything, there's a machine there. Sometimes they'll put the machine in your hand, or they'll put the cashier extend their hand out to you, let you know, hey, my hand's here, so you're gonna put the money right here or the car right here. My hand is here. You see me. We're looking at each other. Okay? This is what gets on my nerves. The customer looks at you, takes out their card, instead of putting it in your hand, they put it on the counter, and they just look away. My hand is right here.
Do you have a problem, and I run into this now with the drive-thru, that sometimes at the drive-thru, they have people taking your order instead of you talking into the big box, right?
Yeah.
So the person is taking your order, whether it's a Chick-fil-A or somewhere else, and then they got the machine.
Mm.
Should you be the one inserting your card into the machine, or do they have to insert it? Because I always find that a little bit challenging in that little slot to get my card in, because there's a lot of pressure. There's 7 cars behind me. People want to place their order. Now I got all this pressure about getting the card into the slot. I don't get it in right away? Then I'm fumbling with it. They're getting aggravated at me because I can't get it into the slot, where we could have remedied this whole thing by you simply taking it and putting it into the slot yourself.
Sound like it's a lot to do, huh?
Yeah.
Sound like it's a lot to do.
There is a lot to do. There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
there is a lot of pressure trying to get my card into your slot. No doubt about it. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And I don't like pressure. Sometimes I need a little bit of help. And sometimes I need a little bit of help. It would be nice to have some assistance getting the card into the slot. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man! So next one, I want to tell. I had to talk with my friends about this, and honestly, this I tell them all the time about this right here. When people be joking, they say a joke here and there about you. Do you believe that there's a truth in every joke? Like if someone say, "Johnny D, he tall and lanky," it's a joke. But do you believe somebody might be telling?
Oh,
the
absolutely,
truth?
absolutely.
No question.
In fact, I don't even think it's a joke. I think it's just it's a shot at me, and you've just got to camouflage it a little bit. That's all.
That's all.
That's camouflage, and that's cool. I can appreciate that.
It's all New York.
If you're willing to dress it up a little bit to try to spare my feelings, but you're really not, that's the ultimate pettiness, man. I'm all about that. Absolutely.
So someone said no disrespect. You know this is disrespect.
I know there is, and that's fine, and I'm cool with it.
Man.
Good. Fire away. Fire away.
And this is what I'm talking about, Johnny. It's like nothing gets to you. So we have a bet. What I got to do something to get to you.
Yeah.
So
The only thing that you could do that will get to me is fill out this women's bracket, the NCAA Tournament Bracket, which you will be filling out every single game. And we're going to put money on every single game. Every game. I want to see how much money we can win. Women's basketball. Yeah, baby. You are look, you're the face. You are the face of women's basketball in this town. All right. You're the face.
Yes.
You are the poster child. Right. If they were to put a big ass billboard up on 64, it would have your face.
Be phenomenal.
Right.
Can we get Suave on a billboard?
Put them up on a billboard. The face of women's basketball in Hampton Roads. Don Rico Suave.
And then have a picture of you smiling.
And have
everything.
no. I want a picture head to toe of him matching.
Wow.
Whatever
like
he puts out
remember
there.
the outfit he had on that we took the picture
Exactly.
of?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was unbelievable.
I forgot about that.
That was a lot of work.
I forgot about that.
A lot of work.
All right.
Mhm.
And the last one before we go on to the break, y'all. I know this might not be manly for some people, but I see why women get manicures and pedicures. You know, there's a lot of guys say there's nothing wrong with it. And honestly, I'm the same way. I have been to a salon with my wife, and she'll get manicures and pedicures, and they ask me, do you want one? I say, sure. Let me tell you something. When they do this your feet and the massaging and all the stuff they do, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of that. I don't get colored nails, nothing like that. I don't take it that far. Nowhere near. If I do get anything, it'd be clear polish. But are you, Johnny, have you ever been to a salon?
I'm not having this conversation. I have
Sounds
no
like Johnny's
idea.
been there many times.
I have no idea what you're talking about right
You never
now.
been to a nail salon?
I think one time with my wife. That's it. I never got my nails done, bro.
You never got your feet done.
No, the feet, yes.
That's a pedicure.
I'm not. I don't know what type of polish or anything else you're talking about.
No, clear polish is clear.
Here's what I know. We got to go to the break.
Yeah.
The last time I went with my wife, I took my shoes off. I took my socks off. And the lady came up and said, "Damn, your feet are big.
Really?
We need a bigger tub."
Oh,
That's what I swear to God. All right.
What size shoe do you wear?
14.
Yeah.
And they said I need a bigger tub. Okay, that's all I know.
Why do you don't go back?
Right? So I'm not going back.
You'll hurt.
That lady looked at my feet like grim death had just come upon her. We need a bigger tub. Okay. Right?
Oh, no, I can't.
It's the
do
truth.
it. Nope. I ain't gonna
It's the truth.
I know where you're going with that, Suave.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
I know where you were going
I'm
with
not
that.
gonna do that.
We need a bigger tub.
Oh, I know where
These
Suave
puppies.
is going with that.
These big old puppies.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
We go with that. Let's go ahead and go to the break, yo. Coming up next, we're gonna tell you what's trending in entertainment. And yes, adult airlines is trending. It's the morning drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Apple Door Systems. 2 right lanes are blocked on 664 southbound due to an accident between Portsmouth Boulevard and Bowers Hill. Also heading south on 664, you can expect delays between Chestnut Avenue and Terminal Avenue. A lot of stopping and starting heading east on 58 between Bob Foiler Drive and 664. And be aware of a high wind advisory on 13 when crossing the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, as well as on 17 crossing Coleman Bridge. I'm Elena Vegso on Fox Sports 1310.
When you need emergency and same-day garage door service, Apple Door Systems is here to help. Online at appledoor.com for the best LiftMaster openers, best prices, and service.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more.
Sports 1310. The new home for the Hampton Road sports fan. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, Suave, and J-Lo on Fox Sports 1310 and Cova Sports TV.
We are back. Wrap it up. Hour number 2. Reminder on the exit drive, Johnny D. The polls are open. We'll update the poll questions coming up here in a little bit. Also, you can follow us on YouTube this morning at Cova Sports TV. The comment box is up and rolling. Warpath has chimed in this morning. Drink of water, Suave. I'm not sure what that means. Might be a little bit of an inside joke there.
No, I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I know. Me and Suave talked about it during the break.
Yeah,
Remember
Hank,
I talked about the Chinese buffet?
yeah. Also,
Yeah.
Hank wants to know Jordans or Crocs in the Suave photo. That's going to be up on the billboard.
It'll be Crocs.
Going to be Crocs?
Yeah,
Wow.
J's are too uncomfortable for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
And Lynn has chimed in. Don Suave, are you a beaver? Because damn.
I love that.
How about
I
that?
probably shouldn't have laughed so hard. It was funny though.
I'm gonna let that one
Yes,
go.
Jello. You're not going to let it go. You enjoyed it. Be
I
honest.
did enjoy it.
Not you. I'm talking to Suave.
I enjoyed it from a third-party standpoint.
There you go.
Your giddiness is unbelievable. Did you get the order through?
Yes, it's
Did
through,
it go
y'all.
through?
Yes, it is.
Johnny got a fraud alert.
I got a fraud alert.
That's
why.
It's so funny to me.
Because, again, what you find humorous, me getting a
Suave
fraud
found it
alert.
funny.
Fraud alert. That's because you're a fraud.
I know.
That's why.
Suave found it funny.
It was
too.
funny. Yeah, it was funny
All right.
because I knew why it wasn't going through.
Hey, very quick, give you a scoreboard update there. We got a little scoreboard update.
Yeah,
I'll do the score
you
update.
got it. That's fine.
All right. All right, now bottom of the 6. Game is moving along. Dodgers are up 3-1 on the Cubs right now. 2 errors by the Cubs. Maybe they don't understand it's open day on March 18th, right?
Mm-hmm.
But right now we're in the bottom of the 6th, and the Dodgers leading the Cubs in the MLB World Tour out at Tokyo by the score of 3-1. So there you go. Okay. Meanwhile, everybody else in Major League Baseball is still in spring training.
Yeah, they're all enjoying their time in South Florida.
Everybody else is in spring training.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
All good.
Makes perfect sense.
All right. Time for the entertainment page.
Yes, sir. It's going to can I get my opening right there for me, J-Lo?
Give the man his open, please. Can we get to
Here's what's trending in entertainment.
Here we go.
Now, turn it down just a little bit.
Just turn it down a little bit. What do we got there, Suave?
All right, so basically, I reported it this about a month ago about the Saw 6 movie and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, this is I got to reset that report because reports have came out that Saw 6 has been canceled.
Oh, damn.
So Saw 11.
That's so freaky.
So yeah, it's the Billy thing. So it was eagerly anticipated. Saw 11 has been officially canceled, surprising many fans who love the franchise. The reason behind the cancellation is not public, leading to widespread disappointment and discussion about the future of the Saw series.
Oh,
So
damn.
if you're a future of Saw, sorry, Saw 11 is not happening. It's been canceled, decommissioned. Next one, let's go ahead and talk about this. And the reason why this is a big debate, because there was a video about 2 people talking about adult-only airlines. So, J-Lo, on the StreamYard,
yep.
Can you go ahead and play?
I got it.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to play about a minute of it. This is the conversation that happened between 2 people talking about adult airlines. Let's take a listen to this.
You know, they were talking about doing a whole airline where there were no kids allowed.
I'm not mad.
I'll book a flight.
No.
Because, baby, I will book a flight.
But here's the thing.
saying certain babies aren't like, we had a baby and a dog. Some people would get up and be like, you had a baby and a dog? We didn't even know you were there.
I'm going to tell you, I was flying back to LA from the Super Bowl.
Oh, Lord.
And I feel so bad because the parents be knowing.
They be and they feel
horrible.
I'm telling you.
She was unbothered.
No, nowadays they are.
She was like, I don't even hear it anymore. I am numb.
This is your problem.
Yeah, she was like, sorry, we're going to get to LA too. Okay? She sat right behind me.
She was looking at you like.
The entire
it was crazy.
72 hours we were on this plane. This baby cried, screamed. After the third hour, I looked back. I didn't even know I did it. It wasn't until I laid eyes on them, I was like, did you just turn around and look at these people? What you gonna do now? I turned around, I was like.
It's an interesting debate. I'm not really sure how I feel about it because obviously I've been there. I've done that. I've got kids and we've been on long flights and God, you hope they're prepared. There's only so much Benadryl that I could give my kid on a flight that puts him out. Full transparency. However, there are moments where the kid is going nuts and there is just nothing you could do about it. And you do get stares from people that are like, hey, I paid good money. I don't want to hear this for 4, 5, 6 hours. This is a big thing with resorts, right? You go to resorts or hotels now where kids are not allowed. This became a big topic of conversation with weddings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going to weddings.
Had one
right?
a month ago.
With the fact that, hey, no kids are allowed. If an airline wants to put it in, put it in. It's your airline. I mean, it's up to you. I just think it's funny that people around them don't understand. Parents don't want this attention. They don't. This is the last thing they want. And people side-eye you like you can't control your kid.
Yep.
No, I can't. The whole dog thing amazes me. The bringing the dog on a plane, that simply amazes me. Yeah, bringing it in the little carry-on that just happens to fit under the seat. I don't understand. That's got to be animal cruelty somewhere.
Somewhere along the line.
It reminds me so much. I know it may be controversial because of how he is now, but I used to look at Bill Cosby stand-up. He had a thing called Bill Cosby himself. And he did a stand-up called Jeffrey. He said, Jeffrey running around the plane talking about, I'm 30 years old. And he terrorized the whole entire plane to the fact that when he finally went to sleep, he said people were walking around talking about, goodbye, Jeffrey. And the baby started crying and people started laughing at him. So I understand where they're coming from. I saw somebody on the X says that I think adults need to grow up and stop acting like kids crying is the worst thing that happens to society.
Yeah.
And then one person at the time, they said, I think parents need to grow up and realize everybody don't want to be around your kid. Adult-only airline ban kids from flying.
People are very politics, religion, talking about your kids. Like those are 3 topics you really don't want to touch. The one thing that I thought about was an airline just have 3 sections. You got first class, you got coach, which is adult only, and then in the back of the plane, you stick the parents with the kids, and you section them off, right?
Hey,
and I'm not saying you're not going to
wall.
hear the kid, but if you can find a way to section it off,
Please contain.
that's fine.
We got it, y'all. We
Put
got it.
him in the back of the plane.
He got his idea, remember?
Right? Put it in the back of the plane.
Your idea, Johnny D.
What?
Get an airline. Do that. I bet you get rich.
I would.
I bet you that right there.
I
You're
would.
retired from it all.
That would be great.
There you go. That's his idea, y'all.
But part of me is like, you got bigger problems to worry about than my kid crying for 3 hours on a plane. Right? You got headphones. Throw those janks in. Go watch a movie. Go download a podcast. Go to sleep. Right? Here's a melatonin. But I have given my kids, we have given our kids some Benadryl just to kind of ease them into it.
Yeah, there you go.
Not too much.
That's fair.
Just to ease them into it.
As opposed to you when you don't even even use the measuring anymore.
No, not at
You
all.
just-
Not at all. Yeah, not at all. I do need to use it. A little NyQuil, just 2 swigs. They're big swigs.
Hey,
Yes.
look, even Hank even got the title for your airline.
Johnny Air.
Johnny Air.
Absolutely.
That works. That's works.
Johnny Air.
Johnny Air.
I like it, Hank.
If you want to be rich,
Let's
you would jump on
split.
that right
We'll
now.
split the profits. I'm all about
Don't
it, old
split it with
Hanker.
Hank.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take it all. Be
No,
greedy.
no, not at all. Hank's my friend.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So before we go on break, this guy, we gotta get a little bit petty about this. Isn't that entertainment? But I wanted to bring up on the sports. Did you hear the story about Anthony Davis?
He's getting sent down to the G League to get a back for the NBA.
Yes.
Which I don't find that big of a deal because we do this in Major League Baseball, do we not?
Yep. You go on a 3-day rehab assignment.
Yeah, you go down, AA, AAA. You just got to get used to it, and then we bring you back up.
This is why I want to ask y'all that. Yeah, I never heard this before.
Well, but also the Mavericks are out of it. So it really doesn't matter. Right? Now, if he was with the Lakers and you're in a playoff push, I may look at it differently, but I don't mind it. Just you go down, you get your legs under you for a couple of games. Maybe you dominate, maybe you don't, and then you come back. This goes on in baseball all the time.
Mavericks not out of it.
Mavericks are out of it.
They're within the play-in.
Stop. They had a dude the other night who was a Dinwiddie, who literally walked out of the arena.
Yes,
He after the game, they're walking down the tunnel, and I don't think he was dressed. He might have been hurt. He didn't even go to the locker room. He went straight to the parking garage. He said, "I'm out of here. I got to get home. I'm hungry."
That's it. Welcome to the NBA, y'all.
Yeah. Just different.
Yes.
Just absolutely.
So that's
different.
what's trending right there. Entertainment, adult airlines want to talk about it because it's not a bad idea at all.
I'll put it up on the poll on the X at Drive Johnny D.
Absolutely.
Are you a fan of adult airline only? Just put it up on the poll. We'll see what we get. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, J-Lo, go ahead and take us to the third, man.
All right, coming up, we're going to the Power, the 8 o'clock hour. Our man Chris also going to stop by. Also,
sure
Lee
about that,
Sterling. Yes, we are sure. Also, our man Lee Sterling returning to the program to talk some March Madness at 8:40. You don't want to miss it. It's the morning drive, y'all.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Lots of sunshine today with high temperatures near 60. Still windy this morning, but those winds will back down as we go through the afternoon. Mainly clear tonight with lows in the low 40s. For Wednesday, we'll see sunshine and we warm up to near 70 degrees. I'm tracking our next chance for rain on Thursday. For News 3, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Have a great day.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
I'm Dr. Mark Cardelia, orthopedic surgeon and surgical director of the CHKD Sports Medicine Program. We see a lot of knee injuries in student athletes these days, and many of these are ACL tears. Parents often ask how to know when a knee injury may be serious. The most obvious symptom is severe pain or swelling in the knee joint. Your child may have heard a pop when the injury occurred. Look for signs they can't put weight on the knee around 48 hours after the injury, or if the knee feels unstable or wobbly. Those are all signs you should see a CHKD sports medicine specialist. Our sports medicine physicians, surgeons, athletic trainers, and physical therapists understand the needs of growing athletes and tailor treatment to fit each child's age and level of activity. Our goal is to accurately diagnose the problem in a timely fashion and provide the treatment that will ensure a safe return to activity. Kids want to play, and we want to help them get back in the game. To learn more, visit chkd.org. Sports medicine at CHKD. We're more than a hospital.
You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You're listening to Fox Sports 1310, WGHAM Newport News, and WVSP-FM HD2 Yorktown. This is Fox Sports 1310. We are Fox Sports! This Fox Sports 1310 update is brought to you by
the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app. Don't forget, you can take us anywhere you go with the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app. Download it today on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and take us anywhere you go. Good morning, it's 8 a.m. It's time for the Power Hour, and this is your Fox Sports update. West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey lashed out on the men's NCAA Tournament Selection Committee after the Mountaineers were among the teams snubbed, and he asked his attorney general to investigate and work closely with the NCAA to ensure that the process is transparent and fair. The Denver Nuggets won at Golden State last night, winning 114-105. Aaron Gordon scored 38 points with 6 rebounds. Obi Toppin called game for the Pacers last night, hitting a 3 with 3 seconds remaining to lead the Pacers to a 132-130 win. Toppin finished with 34 points and 10 boards. Going on right now, the Chicago Cubs are playing the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers lead 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV, Fox Sports 1310 AM, 400.9 FM, always streaming live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV and live on the Fox Sports 1310 app. Coming up this hour, our man Chris Russell stops by, and also Lee Sterling returns to talk some March Madness. It's the Morning Drive.
broadcasting live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310.
Here we go. Final hour on a Tuesday. Great to be with you. Johnny D, Suave, J-Lo, the Morning Drive, Fox Sports 1310 AM, the Fox Sports 1310 app. The polls are open, by the way, on the X. At Drive Johnny D. On Instagram, a Morning Drive Johnny D. And, of course, you can follow us on YouTube this morning. Greatly appreciate everybody who hits that subscribe button on the YouTube stream at Cova Sports TV. Got a comment, put it into the comment box. We'll read it on the air. Hank has been on fire with his comments this morning. AD needs to go for 60 in the G League or he's a bum. I don't think he wants to go for 60. I don't think that makes him any more of a man.
Play that much.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play that much. And Hank is calling it adult entertainment airline. That's a whole nother thing. Didn't somebody try that? Didn't Hooters try an airline once upon a time? I believe, Suave.
I gotta look at that.
I think so. I think Hooters, Virgin Air, I know is the adult only type, right?
Yeah.
Because their resorts and everything else are geared toward adults. But I want to say somebody tried, like Hooters at one point tried to do it adult only. I don't know if they serve chicken wings and all that good stuff on it, but we'll have to check that out. Hey, a reminder, coming up in about 20 minutes, Chris Russell will stop by. We'll talk some NFL with him. We'll get his thoughts on possibly Aaron Rodgers' landing spot, where the rumors are starting to heat up about Minnesota, which, whatever, at this point. You know what, Minnesota? You want to tank your season? Go right ahead.
Go for it.
Right? Go right ahead. Doesn't really impact me being in the AFC East. Doesn't impact the boys being in the NFC East.
Nope.
But if the Minnesota Vikings, which were in the playoffs last year, and they let Sam Darnold go, and you got J.J. McCarthy waiting in the wings, you want to bring in Aaron Rodgers as a bridge? Go right ahead.
Have fun.
41 years of age. Go for that. So we'll talk a little NFL with him. Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, will start to get his best bets as Carolina looks to tip it off tonight in the first four. What time is these games tonight?
The North Carolina game is like a 9-10 start.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It's frustrating.
So the games are on True TV, which again, you learn the lineup of True TV because they do a great job promoting their product. It's the only time I watch True TV all year long is when the NCAA tournament is on. So St. Francis at 16-17, the Red Flash take on Alabama State. That's a doozy. South region, Alabama State is laying 3.5. The total on that one is 139.5. That is at 6:40. And North Carolina taking on San Diego State at 9:10. That won't start at 9:10.
No. not
Carolina laying 4.5 on this one. Total is 142.5. The other thing about this game that I find interesting is, number one, the hate, obviously, for North Carolina. Nobody wants it there.
Nope.
And I really hope that Carolina can pull it out. And I hope Carolina goes on a run. Because if North Carolina will win this game, they will take on Ole Miss, which I think is a winnable game, believe it or not. Ole Miss, who won on a buzzer beater against Arkansas in the SEC tournament. Nice season for Ole Miss at 22, 23, and 11. However, Carolina's played well of late. I know they played Duke without Cooper Flagg, and that first half was ugly.
Yeah.
But they had every opportunity to win it. This conversation's a little bit different if they did. But they could go out and they could beat an Ole Miss. And then waiting for you after that is an Iowa State, which is missing their best player.
Yep. No, they have an okay pass.
They do. It would be – I'm not a huge Hubert Davis fan. Frankly, I'm not a big Carolina fan. However, the hate that they have received over the last 24 hours for being in the NCAA tournament, I hope they go out a heater. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they go out a heater and at least win 2 or 3. That would be spectacular. But there you go tonight, 6:40 and 9:10 on True TV.
So, Johnny, you was correct. So there was a person actually was doing an adult entertainment airline. He tried to get off the air. The CEO, Michael O'Leary, he did try to get from Ryanair's, was supposed to have been an adult entertainment airlines. So, but it didn't, it didn't come up.
Yeah. Hank has chimed in. Isn't it creepy he's following Favre's exact path?
That's his father. I've been saying that since jump. That's his dad.
It is ironic.
I told y'all that's his dad. He want to be like his dad. What kids what son do? They want to be like their father. Aaron Rodgers want to be like Brett Favre. Only thing he ain't do is retire 15 times. Other than that, that's his father. I've been saying that.
That is ironic. I will say that. That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
If he follows the exact path. Now, I don't know if he's going to try to manipulate the state of California and steal funds when it's all said and done, like Brett Favre did down in Mississippi, but that's a whole different story for a whole different show. Also, do number 1 seeds for a playing game. I don't understand that first 4. More likely UNC Sweet 16 or lose tonight. I told you, if they can get by San Diego State, which the other storyline too, the hate that the Mountain West has gotten over the last year, the Mountain West has an opportunity to make a statement as well, right? Not being one of the Power Fours, kind of being left out of all the realignment and everything else going on. Now you got an opportunity, San Diego State, which nobody is talking about, can go out and knock off a North Carolina, can knock off an Ole Miss, can knock off an Iowa State, and all of a sudden we're bringing a little bit of visibility to the Mountain West. So I just find that interesting. Very quick, J-Lo, I found a job for you.
Here we go.
I'm
did.
nervous.
No, don't be nervous. I'm not sure what it pays, but I think the perks are pretty good. Sparks forward, Cameron Brink. You know who she is?
Yeah.
Very attractive lady, 6'4". Played at Stanford, was out last year with, I believe, a torn ACL. said she was unsettled by the response she saw online to a call by the team for men to try out for the practice squad. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is common practice in college.
Yeah.
A lot of the women's teams will get men, typically students, that come out and they're practice players.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen it.
So this is not uncommon. The Sparks, in a social media post last week, put out a call for male practice players to sign up for a tryout. It got such an overwhelming response that the team stopped taking applications. Okay?
So I just spit out his drink.
Say what?
Suave spit out his drink when he said that.
You all right there, Suavo? You okay?
What are you drinking, Suave? I can't even see what that is.
Water, but
Let me continue. Brink did not oppose playing against men in practice, but she was not pleased with the responses she saw to the flyer, which featured her and teammates Hamby and Kelsey Plum and some girl named Jackson, which I'm sure are all very attractive, right? They're all very attractive women that are playing professional basketball.
Oh, my goodness.
And by the way, it said, look, do you have what it takes? Join us for tryouts Saturday, April 12th at El Camino College from 10 to 12. Register, fill out the waiver today. This is the LA Sparks. Brinks a quote, my confession is I'm really icked out by the potential new practice players, Brinks said on her Straight to Camp podcast, of course. That she co-hosts with Seidel Curry-Lee. Usually we use USC college guys that also do it for the women's team at USC. All the comments are like, let Cameron Brink back me down or something about Raquel or something about Kelsey. Who are we trusting coming into the gym?
There ain't no pause at all. No.
Right.
What are you doing here?
No.
The 6'4" defensive standout said she would not box out for rebounding position in practices with men. Lynn Roberts, our new coach, is going to be screaming at me for not rebounding, but I'm not boxing out anyone, she said. J-Lo, I think this is the perfect opportunity with your athletic prowess to be one of the practice guys for the LA Sparks. What did PR think was going to happen? Sometimes I look at these things and I'm going, did you think 2 steps ahead? What type of reaction you would be getting from a lot of the pervs in our audience, right? I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Cameron Brink is a very attractive blonde. I think she models on the side. Kelsey Plum is a very attractive woman who happens to be playing professional basketball. What did you think was going to happen?
They'd have a nice practice squad team to go
when they would put this online. And I get it. Look, college dudes might be a little bit different. You might be.
Way?
Well, here's the thing.
They might be trying to make a team. Maybe
to them, they're enjoying it, but they're also going to school. Like that's their job.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an understanding when you're in college, I guess. Like, hey, you're just a practice player. Behave yourself. Don't do anything stupid. Now you're asking grown-ass men.
Yeah, that's true.
You're asking grown-ass man. I can't wait to back Cameron Brink down into the post. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what this story has gone so left. It's not even funny.
A true story.
I know it is. I saw it and I was looking at the comments. Oh my goodness.
Oh, my
and the
Lord.
bird, I mean, it came out
These
flying.
guys,
I want
man,
me some glory hole.
They do. They want something. I got to look it up on X, by the way. Is it on X, some of the comments?
Yes, it is.
Did they leave them up there?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's up there. Oh,
Really?
trust me. Oh, yes, it's
Hold
up
on,
there.
I got to look at this. I got to look at some of the
We're going
comments.
to have to do a disclaimer if you want to read some of those
Yeah, let me
comments.
see here. I'm trying to look at some of the comments. I think they've taken it down now. I hope they have. For God's sakes, I hope they have. Because if you've got this reaction and you've kept it up, shame on you. Not a good thing. Fantastic stuff. Get ready for that WNBA season, baby.
Oh,
That's what it's all about. They just need some practice, dudes. J-Lo, you fit the bill, right?
Oh.
You fit the bill. If there is a local college that had a tryout, would you try out?
That's all right. I'm okay.
Why?
My playing days are over.
But look, you're not trying to make a career out of it. You're trying to help another team.
Exactly.
That's your role. See, that's your problem. This isn't about you.
Yeah.
This is about you helping out.
You can get them over the hill.
Seriously,
Yes,
J-Lo.
you can help
I'm
them out.
okay.
It's your opportunity to get back, son.
Johnny is taking every opportunity he has to try and get me off this radio program right now. Suave. He wants me to go be a practice squad person.
You can do it it's just side hustle.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it as a side hustle.
I wonder what the pay is for that. In all seriousness,
Probably nothing.
it's probably
Like,
nothing.
the
The
perks-
WNBA players don't even make anything.
Here's what they give you. We'll give you tickets
There you go.
to the home games.
Yeah,
Isn't
because
that
I want to
exciting?
go watch that game.
Hey, look, it's a perk, right? It's an absolute perk. Some of the comments online too, NFL News talking about Aaron Rodgers. Somebody said on the X at Drive Johnny D, if Aaron Rodgers signs with the Vikings, does Ben Stiller have to make a Something About Mary 2? Did she then date A.A. Ron after she broke up with Brett Favre?
Exactly. I'm in time to play the Dolphins.
Right?
Yep. See? That's your father. So now they making a sequel or they're talking
Gotta
about
make a
Mary.
sequel. You have to make a
Aaron
sequel.
Rodgers comes right in.
Yeah. Yeah. Although Cameron Diaz is a little aged since the original one. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll figure it out. We can get it done. Also, we mentioned Major League Baseball opening day today. Believe it or not, out at Tokyo. What is the latest there, J-Lo? We got a score update?
Yeah, the Dodgers still currently lead 3-1. They have a runner on third with 2 outs here.
Gotcha.
And also, we just underwent like a 5 to 7 minute delay. I think the pitch clock was broken out in center field. The umpire stopped the game and was walking around. He kept talking to managers, kept pointing. Nobody knew what was going on. Then they panned the camera. Pitch clock won't turn it on. But now it's working apparently, so we're good.
News coming out of Tokyo, by the way, that you could get a Tokyo beer for $6 today. It's poured out of a backpack by a Tokyo Dome beer girl. That is new. Have you seen this? I'm going to repost this. Yes, this is at the ballpark.
Because I've seen the girls walking around in the background. I'm like, what is happening?
They literally have one of those big hydration
Yes, that's what they have. They have a whole backpack. I saw that. Yeah.
And it's coming right out of it.
Yeah,
Genius.
I've seen them
Absolutely
walking up and down the stairs.
genius.
They go down the stairs. They do a little for respect, a little.
Yeah, but you know what? One thing I do enjoy at the ballpark is these big old fat dudes walking up and down the aisle, cracking those things open. But they're cracking them open, right? They're cold. The ice is falling all over the place. They crack that baby open, then they hand it to you. There is something to say for that. You're losing a little bit of that with the backpack.
You get
girl.
some of these guys are characters.
Yeah.
Absolute characters. Hot dogs. Those guys.
They're passionate, man.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. They're passionate.
They're very passionate. And happy Cubs opening day to all those who celebrated. By the way, if you're a Cubs fan, just throw it out there. No playoff appearances since when there, J-Lo? Do you know?
The World Series year, 2017 or 2016?
2020. No playoff appearances since 2020. No playoff series wins since 2017. Only 37 games over 500 since the title back in 2016. And the highest payroll in the division by far. So there you go.
That's wrong.
That's what you get to celebrate if you are a Cubs fan this morning. Okay.
You know what news he know right now?
What's that?
Jameis Winston.
Of course.
Oh, boy. What is the latest with Jameis Winston?
He is interviewing for the quarterback position with the New York Giants.
Oh, that would be great. That would be absolutely great. Nothing says New York better than Jameis Winston as your starting quarterback. Could you imagine the media sessions every single day if Jameis Winston is your quarterback for the New York Giants?
Go.
And, of course, Commander fans, Cowboy fans, Eagle fans would love that transaction to happen. Right?
Yes.
Why would you not?
Exactly.
You would love.
Like, go get him. Go get him.
You would love for that transaction to happen.
You're going to pray for no pick sixes, too.
So we'll talk some more NFL coming up. Chris Russell, our Commanders insider, Team 980. We'll talk to him. We'll get the latest of what's going on with the NFL. Our buddy Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, is coming up in about 20 minutes. We'll get his best bets as we get closer and closer to March Madness kicking off tonight at 6:40. So that's coming up. And, of course, it would not be a Tuesday without Suave's motivational speech. Can you tease what the topic may be?
All he wants to know, Suave, is if he can leave early or not.
Yeah, can I leave early? That's all I care about.
No, because
if you want your bagel baker.
Honestly, We may not have it because, got Chris Russell coming up and you got Lee Sterling.
Whoa, that doesn't mean we're not going to have it.
What's the priority?
How
Lee
about
Sterling
this?
Or the motivational
If we don't have it, let's put it up on the Instagram and on the X at least.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll
All
do
right,
the post game.
for our viewing audience,
Absolutely.
if you don't mind.
Gotcha.
That'll be great.
Yes.
All right, that's all straight ahead. It is a Tuesday edition. It's the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by True Green. Be aware that the left lane is blocked on 64 westbound between Greenbrier Parkway and Indian River Road. 64 eastbound is also seeing some of that same congestion between Mercury Boulevard and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. 2 right lanes are blocked off due to a crash on 664 southbound between Portsmouth Boulevard and Bowers Hill. And be aware of some heavy traffic on Western Freeway heading eastbound between 664 and Town Point Road. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports 1310.
True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn for less than you think. Sign up at truegreen.com. That's TRUgreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Power failures are preventable with a Kellum Mechanical installed Honeywell automatic standby generator. Call today to live your Southside life uninterrupted. Yep, comfy house, warm food, hot showers, even Wi-Fi all day. Financing with credit approval. KellumMechanical.com.
You deserve more. That's right. We hear you and agree. You deserve more from your mortgage provider. OVM Financial with Annie Mac Home Mortgage agrees. OVM has been part of the Hampton Roads community since 2001. Learn more at ovmfinancial.com. Community relationships and value. OVM Financial with Annie Mac Home Mortgage. NMLS number 338923. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal Housing Opportunity, 700 Eastgate Drive, Suite 400, Mount Laurel, New Jersey, 08054.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there.
Did you know that the minimum limits in Virginia are $30,000? $30,000 is a lot of money on an individual basis, but if you're involved in a personal injury matter, that's not enough. Here at Williams Deloitte, we're happy to provide a consultation on the amount of coverage you have in your vehicle. It can be confusing. Not many people understand it. You know you need to have it, but do you have enough? Give us a call today at 757-547-5555 so we can help you prepare in the case of an automobile accident or any other personal injury matter that you or your family may find yourself in.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger, fries, drink, and a sundae. No time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. Right now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us. And the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Experience a new level of sports entertainment. Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, it's the Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310 AM and 100.9 FM.
Yes, going to talk some NFL. I'm sure he's already filled out his bracket. not only the men's side, but I'm told the women's side as well. He is our buddy. He is our friend. You can follow him on the X, by the way. As always, Chris Russell is joining at WrestleMania 621. And I'm told we're going to talk a little wrestling today on the program. Good morning, Chris. How are you, my friend?
Well, good morning, boys. Happy post St. Patrick's Day. How are we?
We're doing well. We're doing well. We've got a bevy of topics we've been hitting on this morning. I do want to talk a little NFL with you very quickly. Yes. How fantastic would it be if Jameis Winston was your starting quarterback for the New York Giants? like, is that just content and gold every single day of your life?
You know, we were having this discussion yesterday before the show when I saw the news that Jameis was visiting with the Giants. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was like, well, how entertaining would that be every week just because of all the histrionics and what he does? And then the on-field play is fairly entertaining and frustrating. I mean, I would be down with it from a media perspective and from a media content sort of thing. I don't know if I want Jameis Winston as my starting quarterback or the quarterback I've got to lean on if my job is on the line, like it is for Brian Dable and Joe Shane.
I mean, that's even better. The urgency with both Dable and Shane to win now, and we're not going to go out and draft a quarterback because we can't find anybody. By the way, our success hinges on one Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Let's bring hard knocks back to the Giants. That's what I say. Bring hard knocks back.
You would presume, right, that if he signed there, of course, they would still draft a quarterback, clearly, whether it's, you know, it looks like, I don't know, Schefter's saying now Cam Ward it looks like more and more he's going to go number one, which means Shador. But if they bypass Shador, obviously they could go elsewhere. You know, I mean, I guess you could do worse than Jameis. I guess. I mean, here's what I know. You know, he would be a hit with the media. I guess until he has one of those really bad Jameis Winston type games, he would be a hit with the media. The media would just lap him up.
They would love him. Chris Russell is joining us here on the program. Be honest, yesterday, how much college basketball talk did you get into on your show?
So why are you asking, like, Johnny, like you know that I'm not Dick Vitale Jr.?
But I know, but I'm just asking in that area. You got a little bit of interest with American and with Maryland, right, being successful this year. George Mason was almost there.
Yeah.
They fall to VCU. I know the Commanders, not a lot going on with the Commanders. I'm just curious. That's all.
Okay. All right. I thought there was a nefarious reason why you were asking that question.
That's a big word, by the way. I got to write that down. Hold on a second. Nefarious.
Nefarious. I actually talked college hoops for the first 2 hours of the show, right? Couple of things. I mean, obviously, like you mentioned, American with Dwayne Simpkins. What a nice story that is. We've been talking about that, really since last Wednesday before that American Navy game, and then unfortunately with the with the very sad passing of John Feinstein and all of that. But yet what a cool story that is for American, and obviously was, hoping George Mason would be able to find a way to beat VCU. They lost to them late in the regular season, tied in the regular season title, lost to them in the A-10 finals. So they got squeezed out. You mentioned Maryland and the Crab Five. I was all over that yesterday. I don't know how you guys feel like, part of the, like, Maryland gets a 4 seed, right? And I still, this is why I say the college basketball tournament or March Madness is completely random, because I still don't understand the criteria that you have to fill out. And what I mean by that is I was told net rankings, right? The men's basketball net rankings were, with the quad 1 wins and the quad 2 wins and this, that, and the other thing were like the end all be all, pretty much like the thing that the committee looks at. Okay. I had no problem with them being a 4 seed, right? You lose in the Big Ten semifinal. You don't play defense on the final push there. You allow Michigan to go right down the court. You get out rebounded by 30. I had no problem with them being a 4 seed. I did have an issue with them being sent all the way to Seattle when they're the best by net rankings 4 seed in the entire tournament. They're better than the other 4 seeds, Texas A&M. I can't remember the other 2 teams without looking at it, and I don't have my chart right in front of me. Yeah. But they have a higher net ranking, Purdue, than the other 4 seeds, right? And they get sent the furthest away from home. And what's kind of weird about it, again, there's no set criteria, but they did get punished a little bit. You can't say they didn't by being sent that far away from home. But then on top of that, if they were to win against Grand Canyon, if they were to beat the Memphis and whoever Memphis is playing in the 5-12 on Sunday, right, then they have to play in the Sweet 16 next Thursday night in San Francisco. Do you come all the way home to College Park, Maryland?
Oh, hell no, you don't come home, man. Nobody cares about
academics. You go straight there. Yeah, you go straight there, but you're on the road for a week and a half.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So sometimes, though, coaches like that because it eliminates the distraction of coming home and everybody pulling at you and everything else. You get them away. You get them in a hotel. Nobody to bother them. By the way, Arizona is the other 4 seed
there you go.
Who happens to be playing in Seattle, right? Yeah. So I guess the way they looked at it was Arizona being the higher seed. I don't know. Look, I follow college basketball closer than anybody else. I cannot tell you the rhyme or reason behind it, how Creighton is playing Louisville in an 8-9 game.
Right.
When Creighton could have easily won the Big East title against St. John's. They had them on the road. The first time they played St. John's, their big man didn't even play the second half because it was hurt. And, oh, by the way, Louisville, probably one of the best stories of college basketball. They lose in the ACC final with a brand new coach. Like their plus minus from last year to this year is something like 16 games.
Right. Louisville shouldn't be an 8 seed either, right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, it's just,
and here's the problem. I know when you're dealing with 360 teams or whatever it is, and you're trying to pare it down to 68, I got it, that there's going to be some abstract, it's not just like we do in every other sport where your record is the ultimate determinant. I understand that. Yeah. I understand that. What I'm asking for would be like some sort of publicly identifiable criteria. Like, again, I was told the net rankings were really, really, really important. Not the only thing, but really important. And if you look at like everybody's up in arms and like the West Virginia, I did this on the show yesterday. We had the audio. The West Virginia governor is promising Armageddon because West Virginia got squeezed. Well, if you look at the net rankings, North Carolina is like 36th in the net rankings, and West Virginia is like 51st. And the other team that got squeezed out. Boise
State, maybe.
I'm drawing a blank. It was like 54th, right? So again, now North Carolina was 1-12 in quad 1 wins, right? So obviously that hurt them, but they were 36th overall in net rankings. So what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? Like, fine, it's okay if you don't use just one set of data, but you can't have a sergeant at arms on the CBS tournament show because you're the athletic director of North Carolina and you're afraid to not afraid to answer questions, because he did answer questions, but he's like, wow, I totally recused myself. Well, wait a second. Are we in or are we out? Like, what is the criteria that we use to determine that North Carolina got in over West Virginia, which has everybody upset?
Look, he needs to remove himself anytime North Carolina is being discussed.
Well,
doesn't
mean
he's going to remove it. But it doesn't mean he removes himself when you're talking about West Virginia. See, that's the whole thing.
Exactly.
Which is great. And, oh, by the way, conspiracy theorists like yours truly love the fact that he had $100,000 bonus on North Carolina making the NCAA tournament.
Phenomenal.
Is there a part of you? And look, I'm not a Carolina basketball fan by any stretch of the imagination. But after the last 24 hours, I got to be honest, part of me hopes they go on a little bit of a heater and they win a couple of games. What about yourself?
I mean, listen, hopefully they get lucky, right? I mean, didn't Johnny, you and I used to work in Vegas a long time ago, right?
Mhm.
Didn't was it under Bill Guthridge in 99 or 2000 that Carolina was like an 8 seed and everybody was up in arms that they were in the tournament then, and then they went all the way to the Final Four? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, no. I mean, there have been a lot of moments where teams have been, crucified for getting into the NCAA tournament and made a run. And look, even the first four. You talk about the first four. I remember, was it at VCU? No, was it VCU under Shaka? Maybe that made that run, right? George Mason.
Well, Mason, I remember being an at-large when they made with the CAA of all things. I think I would have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure they were an at-large when they made their Final Four run. I don't remember VCU in the play-in game, but they could have been. I mean, obviously St. Peter's made a big run a couple of years ago. I mean, we've seen all these teams. Like here's the thing that I'll just say, everybody that's all pissed off about North Carolina being in, West Virginia not, look, I understand the tournament is about the big guys and the little guys and the Davids and the Goliath, and everybody loves that. Here's the thing. We could solve this very easily. No team, no offense to St. Peter's of Pennsylvania, whatever it is. I can't even remember what St. Francis of Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
they're under 500, even with their conference tournament win. We should never, ever, 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 ever allow a team under 500 to be in the NCAA tournament.
Why are you hating on the Red Flash, man? Don't hate on the Red Flash.
Come on.
St. Francis. I mean, this means everything to St. Francis.
This is their Super Bowl.
Wow.
I mean,
is this what you've become?
I mean, can I say this? Screw them.
Yeah. Well, I just laugh. I laugh at the West Virginia fan who has not had one comment the entire college basketball season. Then all of a sudden they want to wax poetic about how the injustice, which, by the way, congratulations, you just lost your head coach. He's going to become Iowa's head coach here very shortly. So enjoy it while it lasts, type of deal. Chris Russell is joining us here on the program at WrestleMania 621. Before I let you go, is there any wrestling, any parting shots of the wrestling? You got about a minute that you want to throw out there? Anything you'd like to do?
Well, I haven't seen the whole Monday Night Raw yet because it was Monday afternoon Raw in Belgium. But man, did John Cena generate some heat? I mean, Suave must have been going out of his mind watching that on Netflix.
Going out of his mind.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
I mean, John Cena came out and basically blamed the WWE universe for 25 years of taking advantage of him and for pulling the wool over his eyes and for never being happy and never being satisfied. He almost seemed like, I don't know, like a scorned wife, like I've done everything for you and you still stepped out on me, that kind of thing. And John Cena basically, I mean, he just basically turned his retirement tour into I hate you, kind of episode with the WWE Nation. And I don't know. I mean, again, like I probably said this to you guys. I don't know how they turned this guy good again, like so that he doesn't go down as one of the biggest villains in WWE history at the time that he retires, because he keeps saying he's going to retire at the end of the year.
I don't know, man. Look, unfortunately, we are up against the break, and I will allow Suave to talk to you offline about all things wrestling. But again, you can follow him on the X at WrestleMania 621. Check him out this afternoon, 1 to 4 at the team980.com, where they will not be talking Commanders. They will not be talking NFL. They will be spending 3 hours talking about college basketball because it's right in Russell's wheelhouse. That's what he loves. Chris, always a pleasure, my friend. Enjoy the action.
Thank you, boys.
All right, Chris Russell joining us here on the program. Look, we're going to take a short timeout, short break, right? Play what we got to play, because coming up, I got to get his best bets. I got so many games that I enjoy, but our buddy Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, he is coming up, man. I want to know what his best bet is. And there is not a bigger cheerleader for Carolina basketball than Lee Sterling, and that is straight ahead. It is a Tuesday edition of The Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Discover. Expect bumper-to-bumper traffic on 664 southbound between Chestnut Avenue and Terminal Avenue, as well as between Portsmouth Boulevard and Bowers Hill. Heading east on 58, you can expect some delays between Bob Foiler Drive and 664. Congestion heading eastbound on 64 between 664 and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. And be aware that we are in a high wind advisory when crossing Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, as well as the Coleman Bridge. I'm Elena Vegso on Fox Sports 1310.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never-frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
You are listening to The Morning Drive on Fox Sports 1310 AM and 100.9 FM. And always free on the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app.
Come on, let's go. Let's get into it, boys. Best bets. Tournament kicking off tonight. By the way, Lee Sterling also does a little Major League Baseball. I'm told he's already a winner today, and it's not even 8:47. Lee Sterling is joining us once again at Paramount Sports. Good morning, Lee.
Morning, guys. Yeah, I love baseball. Starts at 6 a.m. So gives you something to watch instead of the news, right?
Yeah. By the way, congratulations. Had the under 4.5 on the runs. So good work out of you. 1-0. Ready to roll. College basketball, of course. The NCAA tournament kicks off tonight. I do want to get your best bets. Just very quickly, though, your opinion. Carolina in, West Virginia out. Thoughts?
Horrible decision. I just think that people got in the room and were afraid, of the chair. It's like when Big Brother is standing there. You can vote the other way. You're just going to have to face that person later on. So I did not like the decision. I thought two teams got snubbed. In the end, it's not going to make any difference. North Carolina is going to lose, if not the first game, second game. West Virginia, what sealed their fate, they lost in the first round to Colorado and Boise State. They should have gotten in. I mean, they scheduled aggressively. They beat Clemson and St. Mary's, and they won 14 conference games. So feel bad for those teams, but one more win would have gotten them in.
Absolutely. Lee Sterling is joining us here on the program. You can follow him on the X, by the way, at Paramount Sports. All right, let's jump into it with the NCAA tournament. Who you liking? Who you following? Some of the best bets, some of the trends that you're looking at right now.
So I will say this. You're going to see a lot of upsets in the first round, but chalk as far as like 1 and 2 seeds are going to be there in the end. We're not going to see – a 9, a 12 team in the Final Four. There's only really about 6 teams that can win it. First round games that I like. Arkansas. Yeah. Why are they getting 4.5 points against Kansas? I mean, if Dickinson has a great game, that's their only chance of winning. I'm talking about 20-plus points, double-digit rebounds, maybe throw in 3 or 4 assists and a couple blocks. So I think Arkansas's balance has played a really tough schedule. They're battle-tested. I think Calipari's playing with house cards. I like Calipari as an underdog much better than as a favorite. And VCU, your way.
Ooh.
Now it's only 3.
Look, that's the game. I really like BYU this year. I've watched a lot of BYU this year. That's probably the one opponent that I did not want BYU to see.
No.
Because VCU is good.
No, no one wanted to. We wanted to see VCU against a giant killer, but 28-6 record. They won 12 out of 13. Top 41 in offense and defense here. BYU's rated a little bit higher, but I think this is a 1-possession game. I think VCU might be able to pull off the upset here. I'll take the 3 points in VCU.
So you're loving Arkansas a little bit over Kansas. I just don't know which Kansas team's going to show up. That's been the problem all year long. It almost seems like Bill Self has got to throw in the towel.
I think he has. Yeah.
And then, of course, you got a VCU, which, of course, we see every single day right here in our backyard with Ryan Odom before he goes on to be the next head coach of Villanova or UVA or somewhere else. Lee Sterling is joining us here on the program.
One more.
Yeah. What do you got? One more.
Colorado State. State.
Love it.
Why is a 12-seed favorite over a 5-seed? Colorado State is right now rolling. You don't want to get in their way. And Memphis, one of the best players, is injured. Colorado State. Give me Colorado State laying 2.5 points as a favorite as a 12-seed. I think they take care of Memphis.
I love it. Love it. Yeah. Hey, before I let you go, I just want to get your thoughts on one team, which is near and dear to my heart, and that's St. John's and Rick Pitino. Not a very good shooting team, although they shot well against Creighton when they needed to. Free throw shooting is a little bit questionable with their point guard down the stretch. Your thoughts on how far St. John's could possibly go?
Oh, I think that they can go to the regional final. Problem is, if they face Florida, and they probably will, Florida, as good as they are offensively, Walter Clayton's red hot. I mean, 20 points plus in 4 of the last 5 games. Once you get into the lane, and I felt this as a backup point guard a lot of times, you think, oh, everything's looking good. And then you got guys that are 7-1. They got their tentacles out, and you feel like I'm not going to be able to get this shot off, so you pass the ball out. So Florida right now, in my opinion, the most complete team. Never thought I'd say this when the season started, but this team has really come into its own, and no one wants to face Florida right now.
No, they're really good. They're balanced. They're deep, inside, outside, great guard play. And, for me, that's what you need in the NCAA tournament. You can follow him on the X, by the way, at Paramount Sports. He's been doing it for 30-plus years. The number one when it comes to football, baseball, and basketball. Where else can they go for more information there, Lee?
Well, we've won 7 of the last 8 tournaments
Mhm.
and March Madness. You want to hop on board, give us a try for the 3 weeks. $197. That's it. You get all my tournament selections. We have both games tonight, first 4 tournament games. So we got 2 tonight, 2 NIT games, and they put in some teams that don't want to be there. How about this? There's 2 teams in the SEC, teams like South Carolina and LSU.
Yeah.
I mean, 2-16 and 3-15 conference records, losing records that are in. San Jose State is in the tournament. They weren't close to 500. So we've done our homework. $197. I'll even throw in the UFC card this weekend. I know it's not wrestling, but UFC, we had a big win card last week. You can get that thrown in for the $197. Just one place, ParamountSports.com.
Sounds good, my friend. Always appreciate you. Best of luck.
Be safe, guys.
There we go.
Thanks,
So
Lee.
Arkansas,
Thanks, guys.
VCU, and Colorado State. That VCU, man, I'll tell you what, I filled out my bracket a couple of times already. I so badly wanted BYU to go on a run. I don't know.
It's tough.
I do not know. That's the
Even
one
if they
opponent.
win, a Wisconsin is a tough matchup. I feel
Yeah,
like.
it is.
Yeah.
But I think BYU is that type of team where they got great guards. They could shoot the basketball. They're smart.
I might take them.
I don't know.
I don't know.
J-Lo gave me a jewel that I didn't even know about. Why BYU?
Oh yeah, let me tell you about that, Johnny. Did you know? So BYU is actually supposed to be a 5 seed,
Mhm.
not a 6 seed, and this is because if they were a 5 seed, they would have had to play on Sunday. School policy: they are not allowed to play
Can't
any
do
sport
that.
on Sunday.
That's right.
I did
So
not
they were
even know
forced to
that.
have a 6 seed.
That's right. The Mormons. The Mormons.
There you go.
Can't play on a Sunday.
Nope.
All right. Are we going to close up shop with the motivation?
We're gonna do what's watch for tonight first. Go
Okay.
ahead, J-Lo.
What to watch for tonight? Obviously, we saw the baseball just wrap up. The Dodgers beat the Cubs 4-1 is your final score, and they're doing it again tomorrow morning. So be sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock while you're listening to us on
Spectacular.
on
Can't
FS1.
wait to talk more baseball on March 19th.
The Dodgers will be playing the Cubs.
Sorry.
You're all good.
Did that come across as a little bit sarcastic?
No,
No, not at all, right?
no.
Finish your drink. Go ahead, J-Lo.
And then also basketball tonight. The NBA will be on at 7:30 while you're waiting for the Carolina game. The Brooklyn Nets will be playing the Boston Celtics on NBA TV. And then also at 10 o'clock, the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Golden State Warriors on NBA TV. And then we have it, the first 4 in college basketball. When you're talking about the 16 seeds at 6:30, St. Francis of Pennsylvania will be playing Alabama State on True TV. That game will also be on our Priority Auto Sports Radio 94.1 ESPN, our sister station. Also at 9 o'clock, we know it's going to tip later than 9 o'clock, but 9 o'clock scheduled, North Carolina will be playing San Diego State. That'll also be on True TV and our sister station, Priority Auto Sports Radio 94.1. And if you cared at all, the NIT is tonight.
I love the
at
NIT,
7
man.
o'clock.
Hey, you can make a lot of money on the NIT.
Yeah, you could. On ESPN2,
Yeah.
Jacksonville State will be playing Georgia Tech at 7 o'clock. Also, Kent State will be playing St. Bonaventure on ESPNU. At 9 o'clock, Wichita State playing Oklahoma State on ESPN2. And at 9 o'clock, also St. Louis playing Arkansas State on ESPNU. And then 2 more late ones at 11 o'clock. Cal State Northridge will be playing Stanford. And at UC Riverside will be playing at Santa Clara. And I just want to remind everybody, don't forget at 3 o'clock this afternoon on our sister station, Priority Auto Sports Radio 94.1. You can catch our man Scott Jackson's show coming up this afternoon. That's what to watch for tonight.
Well, that's very nice of you. Look at you cross promoting.
Yes.
Good work out of you.
Good.
Got the memo. What do we got, Suave? Closing it up.
Yeah, I'm going to close it up. I will do this Pacer poll question. We talked about Stephon Diggs, and the people have voted.
The stupidest poll we've ever run.
But the people have voted.
Dumbest poll we've ever run.
It was 2 choices: bring him back or keep him away. Leading at 71.4%. Bring him back to the Buffalo
Bring him
Bills.
back to Buffalo.
Come on, y'all.
And after 24 hours of hate, do you want the Tar Heels to win today? The answer at 57.1% says yes, they do.
Good.
And then have you filled out any NCAA women's bracket? 62.5% says yes, they have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, take all the high
Take all
seeds.
that.
Take all the high seeds.
Those are all the people that follow Suave, the face of women's basketball in Hampton Roads. Forget about Hank. I'm talking about Suave. Suave is the face of women's basketball in Hampton Roads. Nobody talks more women's hoops, ODU and Norfolk State, in Hampton Roads than Suave. Facts.
That is facts.
Absolute facts.
Don't worry. Y'all feeling out. And for my motivational speech for today, this is coming from Martin Luther King Jr. That's right, the Reverend. He says, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. And my thing is to step out on faith. You know, a lot of times people don't want to step out on faith because they're scared of the other side. Well, you don't know what's on the other side unless you actually try. So my motivation for you on this Tuesday is to step out on faith. Whatever it is that you want to do, that you're thinking about doing, that you want, that you have your passion in, step out on faith. Go ahead and do it. See what happens. At least you can say, I tried it, because at least you can say, I actually done it instead of never doing it at all. So always step out on faith. Walk by faith and not by sight. You'll see exactly what happens on the other side. And that's your motivation for today. We'll see you tomorrow on a hot hump day, hot take Wednesday. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 6 a.m. Take it easy, y'all.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Lots of sunshine today with high temperatures near 60. Still windy this morning.